the hot spot full of mad criminals who don't care. Guzzling beers, we all stare at the out-of-towners. They better break north before we get the 4-pounders and take their face off. The streets is filled with undercovers, homicide chasing brothers. The D's on the roof trying to watch us and knock us and kill the coppers. Even come through in helicopters. I drink a little vodka, spark a L and hold a Glock for the fronters. Wanna be ill niggas and spot runners, thinking it can't happen till I trap them and clap them and leave them done. Won't even run about guards, I don't believe in none of that shit. Your facts are backwards. Nas is a rebel of the street corner, pulling the tech out the dresser. Police got me under pressure.
Represent, 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 represent.
Right about now, we're about ready to blow up the spot.
Yo, yo. Can y'all actually believe it? We actually did it. We got the NFC South title. Woo, man!
Oh my lord!
Oh,
Edge.
Man. It's crazy. It's greatness coming in. But we're gonna have to come in. We're gonna have to talk about some real heavy stuff. We're gonna have to talk about some real heavy stuff, man. So without further ado, we got the whole crew in here. We got AC in the building. We got Popping in the building. And he also got me, Edge, from a word Edgewise, also in the building. And we're gonna head and we're gonna talk about these Panthers and what we gotta do to get to where we need to be to in the play.
What's wrong, Coffin?
Oh my god. Yo, man, highlight C-Dog. Please put him front and center. Please.
What did he? Hold on. Did he say something? I don't even have the comments up. Which one?
That's it right there.
Oh.
That's it. Now, see, this is the thing I want to say. I have argued with C-Dog several times.
Oh, this year?
This year on Bryce Young. And I told him that he was going to stand on business when it comes to Bryce Young. Now he was all on Bryce Young, talking about he's this, he's that, he's this, that. Now he talking about, now he done jumped right back on the other side of the fence, talking about Bryce Young is trash. See, I told you, bro. Riding the fence hurts. Pick a side.
I mean, bro. This, not even that, guys. I mean, sup, Maul. Nirvash, Siri playing Swag Surfing.
We swag surfing today, I guess.
I'm gonna be transparent. I'm happy for the team, but there's this underlying layer of it sucks that this couldn't have been something we celebrated yesterday. It sucks that this couldn't have been something we celebrated last week, because we could have just ended all this shit. We're here, but we could have ended all that like 2 weeks ago. We could have ended it yesterday. I wish this would have come by our own merit and not because of a break of a 3-way tie, but we're here. I'm not going to try to be too negative about it because we're champions. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But does it feel weird to y'all at all? Does it feel weird?
I'm going to be 100% real, because that's just how. You got to separate your Panther fandom for the team, and you kind of stuck in the middle of like the reality of what is going on with the team. So, two things are true. Are we going to the playoffs? Yes,
that's true.
Playoffs. But another thing is true also. We didn't earn it.
No,
we didn't earn
it. That's why. Yeah, go ahead, Poppin'.
And anybody who will argue that is either being very delusional or emotional. Yes, this is a time that you should be able to celebrate because it's been a long time coming. But at the same time, it ain't the way that we actually wanted the script to be rolled out. You know what I'm saying? Like we wanted to make sure that we sealed the deal. We wanted to make sure that we didn't have to wait on any other team to get it done. So I'm not being negative. I'm just being straight up honest about what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that they're going, but at the same time, this isn't the way out. You know what I'm saying? We all really wanted it to
Right.
in so many words.
Yeah,
For sure.
This wasn't the way that we needed it to go, but you know what? Teams get in with other people's helps. I mean, it does happen all the time. I mean, this is the NFL. This is what happens. So now we just got to take it in strides, you know. So now, right now, what we got to focus on is who we facing at home next week in January. You know, next week, you know, we gonna be facing the San Francisco 49ers.
Is that how it's fallen? Even though there's still games to finish today. That's how
finish today. But as of right now, that is basically where it is falling right now. That's basically where it's falling right now. Now, if the Bears do win, they get to have the number 2 spot. If the Eagles win, they get to have the number 2 spot.
CC Dog just say stuff for shock value.
Both of those two teams will flip 1 and 2. We'll flip the 2 and the 3. We'll flip for 2 and the 3. But as of right now, we got the 49ers. And this time, instead of fighting the 49ers at their home, we get to fight the 49ers at our home because we got a home plan.
Now that's the beauty of it. That's the real beauty of it. So now, you know what I'm saying, going forward, this should really refocus everything. I mean, every single thing. I mean, from players' mentality to coaches' mentality to, I mean, this is when you got to really lock in. There's no more like we scampered by, and I'm like I said, I'm glad that we got in. Like I'm gonna take a shot, but at the end of the day, okay, regular season over with. Now it's time to kill because it's either you play or go home. So it's no more second chances. You know you know that how they say cat got 9 lives. We've had we done used all our lives up, baby. It's time to go get it now. So,
I was gonna say, I think we used them up a long time ago, Poppin. I think we've been on. We've been borrowing lives at this point. Man, shit. It's this is not. It's true. I don't want to keep coming back to this, but Poppin is 1,000% right. This is not how I wanted this to go. It feels very it feels empty almost. I don't know how else to put it. It just feels like a very empty feeling because we didn't really, I can't say we didn't compete because but it came down to a 3-way tiebreak between 2 teams in the NFC South that were not even in contention for the playoffs at all. That's what makes this so. That's just what makes this so. I guess that's what kind of just what makes it so empty. It's weird. I know that this happens in divisions, but it's just interesting to also look at this and look at there are going to be NFC teams who have winning records who are not going to go to the playoffs because of their division. And here we are with a losing record. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop.
There was one this afternoon. I ain't gonna lie.
Sorry.
I don't never want to see us play on a Saturday again.
Right.
I love watching football with our team playing on Sunday.
Yes, sir.
I barely watched this game today. I was just tuning in here and there. I gotta watch my team play on Sundays, y'all. Like,
what's up, bloody?
That's what makes it eventful.
Man, we got Blazing Up is in the building. How you doing, bro?
We're just I guess trying to find a way to vibe with the fact that we just won the NFC South without winning the NFC South.
How we didn't slip and fall and stumbled our way into the playoffs.
We sure did, man. It's just like how you. It's just like when you with that one girl. I got pregnant. Like I don't know how you got pregnant. What you just slip and fall into it?
Okay, Edge. That's an interesting
It
comparison.
is.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well,
you talking from
like I
experience or
say,
something? Like, what's going on, brother?
I'm not here to ruin
How you
people's
come up with that
fun.
analogy?
You know, I know people out here is excited. I know the state of North Carolina, city of Charlotte, and my state is erratic because we're finally in the playoffs since 2015. So that's
in
a good
2017.
thing.
Yeah,
Oh, 17. Well, excuse me. They keep talking about
17.
2015 like that's the only
But
existing year, like LSU
guys,
2019. But fuck them
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
But so yeah.
yeah.
So who are we? James Madison or Tulane?
Well, what we are is we're more recently relevant than any team in our division right now. That's how I look at it. Outside of Tampa,
That's a good glass half full kind of way to look at it. Yeah.
Saints, you haven't been relevant in years. Atlanta, you haven't been relevant in years, and we still are getting to the playoffs. So we've broken the curse. That's how I look at it.
Well, that's a way to stick your chest
Well, at least
out there and be
the
proud,
playoff
sir.
curse, I guess. I don't know about the QB curse.
The playoff curse. I mean, if you think about it, it's been the same amount of years for us, Atlanta, and the Saints, and the Saints might have been a little longer to even touch the playoffs. Just stick on the playoffs.
Well, I know a Saints fan don't want to hit it, so he got his franchise. So
they've been out, so they don't
he
matter
don't
what
care.
they need to
In
hit.
his mind, they win the division next year, and they actually won the division once they beat us twice. So in his mind,
it sounds like a Cowboys fan. All you do is laugh at them, pray for them.
Well, let's go ahead and get to some of these.
We've been looking at comments. I don't know where you've been. But right down here, guys, the big picture is that we're in the playoffs. That's how the game of football works. Sometimes we get to play at home, and we won the games we had to win. We have to. You're gonna have to. Sometimes it's ugly, and it's true. It is, but it feels like some of this has been ugly for a while this season.
That's how we play ball.
Accept the win and hope for the best. We're in the playoffs because we won the games we had to win. Don't care how we win or don't care how we get in. In a sense, I don't care, but it's still.
I care. I'm not going to lie. I care. I want to earn the way in the right way and sew this stuff up. But, not everybody gets that opportunity. So we just had to wait
hey, kitty.
3 weeks. Hey, Miss Kitty.
There's another way of looking at it too.
Ray. Hey, Pabonius.
We could also say that the culture is changing, right? That now these guys have something to push themselves forward for next year. Because we're going to the playoffs. This is a very young team. Very, very young team. They haven't been in that situation yet. Derrick Brown's been here how long? J.C. Horn's been here how long? Ain't taste the playoffs. So this is just something that you know how you get a little taste of something, like a little sample, and you want it again. He's like, this should be something to motivate them to keep.
Go ahead and say it. Keep pounding. Go ahead and say it. Keep pounding.
Yeah. Rise up and keep pounding.
Oh Lord.
Rise up.
Oh no.
Oh, I don't know if I want to tie that flag just yet.
Yeah.
Keep pounding.
But no, I can agree with that, but I don't want to sit here and say that I hope this carries over into next year because we've seen how we thought that was going to go earlier this year. But we'll just have to see. This off season is also going to be very telling, but I mean, we'll get to that, when we'll get to that part when we get to it, because as of right now, we are not in off season mode. So, but I mean,
what's up,
Bloody, how do you feel about, I mean, I know you kind of said it a little bit, but I mean, does anyone think that this changes anything for anyone on this team now that we've made it, even though we didn't make it in a way by our own merit? But I mean, do you think this changes anything for anyone on this team?
I mean, I believe that the team itself, the coaching staff, the organization, they're ecstatic. The fact that their hard work that they put in got them this far, from being a doormat of not only NFC South, but the NFL for so long, to the point that they're in the playoffs. And they wait. And I'm not going to lie, even though we dump on the team, play calling on defense and offense, all those guys work their ass off. They did. from guys being injured and stuff like that. So yeah, they're ecstatic to be in this situation. And me personally, I hope they play their butts off. And even if they lose, if they go out there and just give 1,000%, I'm cool. Reality,
Right.
I don't want to say nothing.
I think because we've been absent for a little while, weather and schedules and everything. It's kinda
Holidays,
like,
all that.
yeah, holidays and all that. I think we should also kind of like go back to yesterday's game and kind of give our opinions on what we thought. What
Okay.
we saw,
Yeah.
to kind of just sum up how we got to where we at today.
Well,
Right.
It's kind of easy.
Oh, hold on.
How we got to today.
I was gonna say, Papa, do you want to read that? The money? Can you see it?
Absolutely, we gotta read the money. Money. I can't hear no soprano. The real H-E. Oh, I'm about to tell your name. The real H-E-N-T 9841. Boy, that sounds like a prison number. Anywho,
Okay. Oh my God.
AFC North. Not happy how we got it, but I'll take it as bad as we've been. Most likely playing the Rams. We're gonna get on the Rams too. Yeah, we're gonna get on the Rams too. We got to talk about that.
I mean, so that's the schedule. You said that's what we're gonna end up with.
Because I think they're number 3 in their division, so I think we should play first. Hey, think of like this, Claire. We beat them once in our building. We can beat them again in our building.
Oh Lord, I mean, I don't know how true that is. Because as much as people want to say it, it's always any given Sunday. So,
this is true.
But, Poppin, you said you wanted to talk about the game yesterday. Who wants to start? Because I had to watch a condensed version of at least like the first half because I was taking care of some family stuff. I mean, if anybody wants to start,
well,
I'll go real quick.
Okay,
go ahead. I've been talking. Go ahead.
So basically, what I got, because I didn't watch the game, but I did listen to the XM version of it with Luke Kuechly and everything like that. And what I got summarized is this: the team was playing in the rain just as much as Tampa Bay was, and we had a chance to win it, and we did it. But man, them play calls that the refs threw out there, it was bad. It was really, really bad. I mean, Luke Kuechly, he did not agree with some of those penalties that went against us. He 100% didn't agree at all. And I had to go back and actually watch some of it because I watched the play calls that they brought up, and that offensive pass interference on Ted. Come on, Ted ran 3 yards, swim moved the defender around him at 3 yards when he got that 5-yard window to fucking fight with, beat his guy, caught the ball, and he gets caught for offensive pass interference. And when can we now start ripping guys' helmets off and not get a flag for it? So when does that have been a rule now? Because last thing I remember is that when a helmet gets ripped off, whoever rips the helmet off, that's an automatic 15-yard penalty. That's what I remember. Because the last time someone's helmet got ripped off, somebody got hit with that helmet, and then a fight broke out, and then somebody lost some money and got kicked out the rest of the season. That's the last thing I remember when a helmet got ripped off. So when are we allowed to rip helmets off now?
I can't even answer that.
I seen the game. In the first half of it, it was very sloppy on both sides. A lot of fumbles.
Well, hell, the weather was sloppy. Shit.
It was. Even though the Bucks, they were able to move the ball a lot better than us in the first half because I guess they're more used to it. We hung around the best way we could. It was an egregious swing pass that was called for some reason, but it is what it is. Then when I think Rico caught it, and they talking about the ball was like went out of bounds or something like that, some crazy stupid ass call.
God,
After the second half, they said that Nick Scott tripped one of the I think the tight end for the Bucks, even though he
did
tripped
not.
over his own foot.
Yeah,
That was
freaking-
egregious call. Tedero McMillan, like Edge was saying, he was actually being a physical receiver, just move bro out the way to get to his spot on time as he was supposed to. That was an egregious call. I mean, even like, and just like Ed said, even with bro snatching, Tommy Tremble's helmet off, that should have been called. Like, but I knew how the game was going. I thought that it was going to be a dramatic comeback for us. That's what I was thinking, how the game was going to go. But I guess they wanted it to be the three-way tie that we got right now. It is BS, and a lot of people in the media, former players, have said it was. And I think the NFL, I don't know if the NFL apologized for it or whatnot. It ain't like it's going to mean anything. But stuff like that, they really need to not only investigate, but get its own set of league referees. All this part-time stuff with these guys is utterly ridiculous. They dictating the game more than the coaches and the players are, and that's not the fabric of how football should be played. My honest opinion.
Just for those of you that know, because I'm not an avid basketball person here, but does the NBA have full-time referees?
Yes.
They're full-time referees. They're not part-time. I mean, it can't be a money thing. Is it really a money thing as to why they won't just have full-time refs?
Some of it has to be with the money. Other times it's not.
I mean, that's fucking crazy. I mean, Poppin, do you want to go ahead and go? Because I mean, what I have to say is just gonna be extremely brief.
Yeah, I'll let you go. Go ahead.
Okay. So here's my thing. The weather was freaking terrible. I think there was. I had a couple of conversations yesterday with some people post game, and I think the obvious thing was that the weather was sloppy, execution was sloppy for both teams. I'm not going to sit there and make it seem like the Bucks had the upper hand in any way, shape, or form. But I think the biggest struggle, which ironically in the rain, we just could not get any movement on the ground. I guess, I mean, you could argue that because if the ground was so saturated, it would make it harder to run the ball. But I know when it's raining, it's usually harder to also catch the ball. But I digress. The game yesterday, they won by what was it 2 points?
Yes.
Wasn't that the final
2
score?
points,
That's
16-14.
crazy. There have been a lot of games for us this year that have been within reach that we couldn't capitalize on either the mistakes made by the other team, or we just couldn't capitalize on opportunities and plays that were there. I know it's from what I did see and from what I saw, there was a lot of calls, a lot of bad calls or missed calls for that matter. So you got to always, I guess we have to seem to always face the zebras in some games too. But I really wish that we would have found a way to win either this game or the Seahawks game. You can't go back and change it. It is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. The game yesterday just to me was just it didn't. I can't say it looked as bad as the Seahawks game because obviously there was more yards. I think we accrued more yards in this last game than the Seahawks game. But either way, both games to me, in my opinion, both games, and with how everything was played for the most part, especially I hate to bring up the offense solely, but the offense especially, there was just not a lot of the football that was being played, ugly or not. It just felt like there was just not that sense of urgency or sense of understanding of the ramifications of what these games meant. And maybe obviously they felt they were important, but it was just the way that the football was executed, like the football that was being played and executed on both those games. It just didn't feel like a team trying to make the playoffs. I know that sounds shitty to say, but it just didn't look that way. So, I mean, that's all I have to say about it. The missed calls and the bad calls that were called, I mean, they suck. But anyway, go ahead, Poppin, before I get being told I'm a negative Nancy.
Yeah, I mean, we got to play better. Referees are pretty ass.
Yeah.
I really think that the NFL is going to come down hard on them and come up with some type of situations where that can't happen. I feel like you should hit their pockets. I believe they make over $30,000 a year. Um, Hit them in their pockets. I mean, some of the stuff they seem like they didn't even know how to call. They didn't even know football. Like this seemed like a job. But you know what was so funny about that? Why did I see? And I posted this in the Discord. If any of y'all want to join, why did I see in the Discord that I posted? Good old Mike Evans signing a his signature, his John Hancock for a referee. Don't that sound suspicious?
I thought they weren't allowed to do that. Isn't there?
No,
Isn't there
yeah.
something? No, I'm saying I could have sworn that there was a thing that said that they weren't allowed to do that. I thought that a couple years ago that there was something similar, like this that happened, and it was caught, and there was like a whole. I thought there was like a big deal about the fact that that was seen, and it was
Right.
like, hey, you can't be because of how not only because of how it looks, but what is Rocky? If y'all Panthers just show out for the AFC for the NFC South. I said AFC. Sorry.
Well, Rocky, Rocky Dennis, man, we gonna try, brother. We really gonna try, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it
250K. Oh my
just depends
lord!
how it goes, man.
Wait, is it
depends on how it
205 or
goes.
250? Because I see where that's put in there, and then red also says it's 250. Either way, that's a lot of money for part time.
It's 200K. I bet you find them like you find them NFL players. They'll stop making them stupid calls because
I mean,
that is clear. Trust me, y'all get hit 30,000 a piece. You get hit for 30,000 for terrible calls as a group. You ain't sitting there making stupid calls like that no more. You'll think about blowing that whistle.
that particular ref is retiring, is what it was. MTJ.
Blow the whistle.
Well,
Yeah,
they should be dancing if they win today.
Do what now, Bloody?
No, he was saying to blow the whistle song. I said, yeah, he should be dancing if they win today.
But yeah, so I got a question for y'all.
Okay.
Did we drop the link? I'm not sure we dropped the link.
I think we did.
Oh, I thought someone else had dropped the link already. My bad. Because I'll say Bloody got in here.
Mm-hmm.
So
the link is there.
It should be in there.
Join.
Yeah, I was gonna say it should be in there.
Now we gotta ask the question.
Okay.
Should they extend Bryce for that fifth year?
Oh
Well, I already heard Acho say that he deserved to get paid. Of course, Chad said he deserved to get paid.
If I'm being honest, I think even if that gets exercised, just from some conversations I've had and just some speculation on my part, I think that we are still, regardless, going to be sniffing around for a QB somewhere, regardless of the fact that we just made the playoffs. Because I think making the playoffs, I don't think making the playoffs and then Bryce's fifth year option being exercised or not, I actually personally do not think that they go hand in hand. I don't think one correlates to the other at all. But I think if it does happen, we're still going to be sniffing around for a QB. In some way, shape, or form. How serious are we about it? As far as to what degree are we going to be sniffing? I don't know. But something just tells me that we are probably still going to be sniffing around for a QB. I just don't. I don't know how you look at everything that has gone on with just him specifically, statistic wise, and how he's played, regardless of the team. Don't look at the team. If we're just talking about Bryce, I don't see how you move forward with saying that he is our answer. There's just too many other things that are going to be weighed in that balance outside of the team making the playoffs with him as the starting quarterback. There's a lot of other things that are going to get looked at by people within the organization. If you exercise it, you're still going to be looking for, I think you still look at another QB option either way. But in my opinion, I don't think you exercise it because it's a lot of money for 1 year to potentially still end up not signing him again afterwards.
Yeah, I look at it like 2 years because he's still gonna play on his fourth, and then he's gonna play on his that fifth year gives him another year. But we got some money out there. Jermaine JP Shepard with the $2 said no fifth-year option. Okay,
No fifth-year option.
Don't want to spend no money.
And
on
and I went, hey, Red.
Hey, AC.
Red.
Congratulations, poppin' bloody.
Hey, Red.
We
couldn't do it without
we
you
should be thanking you,
again.
apparently.
And again. So,
Why Red ain't do shit?
On a very,
they took care of the Bucks for us, and they took care of the Saints for us.
I was praying. Now, don't think I wasn't praying for y'all for us to win today. But listen, on a very serious note, y'all know I come up all the time talking my noise. I got a New Year's resolution, so I don't want to say it's my typical New Year's resolution, but I normally start this way and then fail. So let me get this out the way. But I promise my wife I'm not failing this year. I'm not striving for perfection. I'm striving for improvement. So this ain't for everybody else. Some people don't feel this way. But one of my things is exercising greater control. That's in a lot of areas of my life. One of them is cursing. So y'all might not hear me curse that much today. Let me say Happy New Year's. I feel like y'all are family to me. Even though we battle. But I thought it would be inappropriate for me to not take the time, hit the link, and say congratulations to the Panthers. Y'all are, no matter how it occurred. And I'm gonna tell you something as a Falcon fan, you wouldn't be able to tell me nothing if we got in because y'all beat the Buccaneers or the Saints. So I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Y'all are the winners of the division, and that banner is going to Charlotte. So don't get like that and be down on yourself, man. Y'all are the division champions, and that's an envied position to be in. Congratulations.
We appreciate it, Red.
I appreciate that, sir.
We appreciate it, Red. We do. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I think we're all happy that we're going. We just didn't like how the story, necessarily ended. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say
the close, you know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say I probably should have spent a little bit more time being happy about it than I was, but it is true. I'm happy that we did make the playoffs. Let me go ahead and just rephrase. I am happy. Am I happy with how we got there? No, but I'm happy that we're here. Let me rephrase.
I understand that. Did y'all see the Buccaneers fans' faces at that pub they kept showing?
Yes, I did. Oh my God.
That was worth its weight in gold. Oh my God.
Now, Red, I have to ask you something because I heard a little. There was some chatter in my ear from somebody who said that there was some rumors floating around. Not rumors, but there was some, I guess, talk floating around within the Falcons organization necessarily that you guys were hoping you would win today because y'all were tired of seeing Tampa go and winning the division. Is that true? That there was some talk about that?
Yeah, they had flags, I understand, from a nephew who went to the game. That was basically, it was some sort of, I'm gonna see if I can get a picture of it from somewhere, but somebody sold something evidently outside a vendor. He may not had a ton of them, but he said that there were fans waving a flag. One side it had the Falcons and the Saints, because obviously we wanted to sweep them. But on the other side, it had Carolina Panthers, NFC South champions. It's a weird combination to me.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Wow. And so because when I was hearing about this earlier this week.
Yeah.
Because this was even before we played our game yesterday. And I was hearing just some chatter, some rumors, and it was like, man, in the Falcons organization, they are hoping that they beat the Saints, not just to get another win on their season necessarily, but because they are tired of seeing Tampa being the kings of this division. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I
said it all day yesterday too, AC. When Who was it that was on there? I don't know. I know y'all probably know this dude, J Live. He's a big Saints fan. He was
Yeah,
talking.
I know who
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, hey,
Bloody.
bloody. So you already know.
You already know about Jay
He was
Glaze.
talking
I
that noise
heard about
about
that one.
Tyler Shuck, and they seem like they have. We'll see what happens when he gets into year two. Teams get film on him and things change. But I'm going to keep it 100. That kid looks like he's going to be all right in the NFL. I don't know the highs and the lows that you might see what his floor is and his ceiling is, but he
Hmm.
looks like he's going to be okay. I think honestly, when all of us are being truthful and we're just looking at it through our NFL glasses, I don't think that there'll be much disagreement between us. The kid looks the part, but
Hmm.
J Live had the nerve to call him Dan Marino.
Oh my
I
god.
said, okay.
Well, to
No.
give Merrick what J Live said, he said he has an arm like Dan Marino and he's fast like Lamar Jackson. That's what
Okay,
J
that
Live
is
Yes,
said.
what he said,
that
bloody. Yes,
that
yes,
that's
yes.
exactly why J Live goes to where he go, and
Yeah.
that over.
I feel you, Poppin. I feel you. But Jay,
There's
I just said
no
this
way.
to say that I was telling Jay Live, just irritating him when I kept saying, hey, congratulations, Panthers. Y'all got it, man. Because obviously I was speaking into existence. We was gonna beat them today. And
Mm,
the ultimate result of that would be where you saw the Panthers fans in the pub celebrating. I mean, nobody wanted to root for a foe in the division, but the games had to be played. It came
True.
down
Mhm.
to it came down to the Falcons and the Saints, and we handled that business. So that's what. And hey, as my boy Tubman would say on Force, we handled that business. I said I love to hear Tommy say that, man. So
I
Money
just
out
saw
there, can you
JP's. I just
please
saw JP's super chat. He just said,
money
F
up
your
there?
congratulations, Red.
Yeah,
JP.
yeah.
Here's $2
Money,
super chat.
money,
F your
he know what it is
money,
with
congratulations,
his
Red.
family. He know what it is with his white
money.
family. So it's all good.
And then let me see. Oh, yeah, that right there from King JP. F your congratulations, Red.
F your congrats.
Lord. And then was Atlanta also broke their tie. Red can tell y'all in some ways we won this game because the Falcons and Saints are petty. I mean,
That
okay.
Oh
Twan,
wow.
100 Greek, 100. You absolutely right. That
And
pettiness.
we
Oh
won
yeah,
because neither was going to take a loss on purpose. That too. That too.
yeah.
No team is ever going to allow that to happen. Not in a rivalry game.
Nah,
Mm-mm.
they
No,
hate
no,
each
no,
other.
no.
They
Hey,
hate each
Twan
other.
is right. This set up beautifully. There was not going to be any laying down. But,
Mm-mm.
and I'm gonna tell you another thing too, AC. When we talk, nobody wants to just say that the referees did this. Poppin, I heard you talking about this earlier. Are there going to be fines and this and that? I'm going to tell you something. Why I don't think there'll be fines, Poppin, and hear me out on this, because I think the NFL had as much to do with orchestrating this as anything.
they sure did.
I
It's
think they
possible.
wanted it to come down to a tie with y'all in Tampa yesterday and a tiebreaker with the Falcons and the Saints
Make it more
today.
dramatic.
Yeah, I mean, nobody else had any interest between two teams that's been out of the playoffs a month, the Falcons and the Saints. They kept panning. I had the red zone on as well. That game between us and the Saints was one of the featured games that they kept going. They showed it almost as much as they showed Cleveland and Miles Garrett trying to break the record, man.
Mm.
That's true.
Yeah,
Well,
shout
and
out to the
Miles
Panther
Garrett broke it.
fans. Shout out to the Panther fans that was in that stadium, still
There was a
representing
lot of
us
You
y'all
on the
saw
too, by
road.
the
Did
A
you
way.
lot of
see
them.
him? Did you see him popping?
I
I
did.
seen them. And
I
It
did.
was a
Yeah,
lot of them
AC.
in there.
There was a lot of them in there. Well, not a
They
lot,
hit
but
that road.
compared to what I thought there would be, there was a lot of them in there.
They hit the road last night after the Tampa game. They got to it last night. It was like, we getting
you
this
know what's
dub
crazy?
today.
You know what's crazy, Red? That you said that. What if they already was there though?
They
Because they
probably was
figured it
there
was
because
gonna go.
they was
They
trying to
They
get
probably
could
the
have been.
figured it was gonna be like. They figured it was gonna go like
They
that.
could have been.
Like, oh,
They could
That's
have been.
possible.
They could have been. They could have been.
Hey, we got a question from oh Lord. Oh well, the chat's going freaking. Hold on. Oh my God, why did that go so
yeah.
quickly?
And he's
Red came
highlighting
in.
very,
They know
very
what
Yep.
Red came
fast.
in.
Very, very fast. So your
That's why
fingers
I go
now.
crazy.
Wow. Oh my God, Greek. fourth most watched game of the year. Oh, I'm trying to tell that the NFL knew what they was doing. I'm sorry,
Oh,
y'all. I was
for
just
fan
reading
base. No, but
Quan's
that makes
comment.
sense. That makes sense though. What for fan bases watching? Wow, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Because
Red, you spoke about that yesterday.
ours was the last
that's
division
right.
to be decided.
That's right, bloody. They knew that. And
Hmm.
the game between us and Tampa otherwise had no interest whatsoever, man. None.
Um. So the
Man, if
question.
Cam Newton was on that team, bro, we went in. Man, listen, if we had Cam Newton on this team, bro, there was no
Well,
way the referee's gonna be able to stop us
so
yesterday.
I'm
Stop it.
Ain't no
I'm
way.
gonna pose a
Stop,
question
stop,
in a minute,
stop
but
it. Stop
Look at Saint.
talking. Stop talking.
I want to
Stop
ask.
talking common sense.
Okay,
Stop
hey,
talking common sense.
we've got someone in the chat asking us a question. Jesus Christ. The question is from Free Shooter, and it says, "What positions would you draft in the first round?"
Mm.
I know we're talking off season already. We're a little bit ahead of ourselves for the first time in 10 years, but we're being asked. What?
So
Shouldn't it be
So
linebacker?
for me, I seen a lot of Derrick Brown getting pulled off to the side during the season. I want to continue to have that type of force. So if Peter Woods is there
Oh yeah, he's a
at our
dog.
pick,
Mm-hmm.
nothing changes.
Yeah, I
You
hope
can
y'all
also
don't get
have
Peter
both of them.
Woods.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
No, I
Put
say I
Peter
hope y'all
Woods
don't get
beside.
him.
Yes,
I say I
you
hope
do.
y'all don't get
Yeah,
him.
yes.
Well, if we go by
Shit.
If
how we
Peter Woods
usually be
there, and
drafting, Panthers don't get Tigers; they go to Atlanta. So
I don't care. This might change. If Peter Woods is there, go get him, and then go get your linebacker second round.
I was gonna say, there are like literally there's so many different positions though where I could say you could go with that first round pick.
Yeah.
D tackle is definitely something I've considered. I'm almost leaning more linebacker edge rusher in with that first pick. And y'all, I can't believe I'm about to say this. Depending on how our QB situation ends up, because there's a couple other people that that I'll call into question on a different show that I don't think they're either going to be given one last final shot or they're just not going to be here next year either. Do not be shocked because, like it or not, our defense did a lot better this year than our offense. You can go look at the statistics and you'll see it. It's true. They did. I could also see, as crazy as it sounds, I could also see where our first pick, even though it's going to be a later pick, could be quarterback or it could be another weapon or an offensive lineman. I'm just putting it out
Now
there.
you talk about a hot take. You talking about in the first round?
Yes.
You know why?
Edge, don't take this. Edge, don't
take.
Don't take this the wrong way. Claire, I'll kiss you in the mouth. We take a quarterback in the first round.
And I'm gonna tell you where I agree and I disagree for y'all.
Go ahead, Red, because go ahead.
I think that where y'all gonna be picking now that you're in the playoffs, you know it's gonna be after what pick 22. Will it have to be? Oh, I'm sorry, man. Will it have to be after pick 22? It's gonna be 22 or later, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
well, I don't know. Will it be?
Mm-hmm.
Well, because it's 14 teams, they're 32, so that's what pick 18 or later.
Okay.
No, we'll be picking at 21.
Okay, currently 21.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, Red, with what you're going to say. Go ahead.
So what I was going to say is, I agree with you, AC. I think that it all becomes about the value when you get to that point. Unfortunately, Pop, I think Peter Woods will long be gone.
Yes.
By the time y'all draft there. I don't know, AC, from what I've seen this year, if the value is there on a quarterback. All right.
Well, that's where it gets interesting. But I also, as much as I would not want to go offense, my point to what I was saying though is I would also not be shocked if offense is what is selected with that first overall pick because we're not first overall, but first round pick because our offense, y'all, not necessarily in rushing, but definitely in passing.
The defense is way ahead of your
and it
offense.
wasn't supposed to be that way, guys. It was not supposed to be that way.
What I heard a lot of yesterday, and I think, and I'm not trying to wade into this argument because I know y'all have it often in your fan base, but Xavier Leggett, he ain't complimenting. Whether you like Bryce Young or not, I watched that kid, man, and I think that there's obvious talent there. But y'all are a playoff team now. You're gonna hear that every time you hear commentary about y'all going into next season. The playoff Carolina Panthers, are they gonna return to the playoffs? No matter how deep y'all go this year, that'll be the question. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't think that Leggett benefits y'all in that. I mean, Coker has supplanted him clearly as the number 2 receiver. Clearly, it ain't even.
Well,
It's no discussion in
yeah.
my mind from what I've seen with that kid Jalen Coker.
Mm-hmm.
It's clearly y'all's number 2 now. Whether you feel like you can sort of bring Jimmy Horn up to be that third very serious threat, or do you go in there? And that's why I said value, AC, because if one of these top wide receivers slip, and it's somebody who was talked about as a
Well,
top 10 and you're picking at 21,
s-
I think you have to take them.
I don't well, and I don't disagree either, Red.
Money.
Yes, sir.
JP, we go wide receiver in the first round again, and I'm choking somebody the fuck out the front office. Freightliner. So here's my thing. Again, the
That was
QB
Red Prom song
situation
right there.
Yes, sir.
the QB situation is kind of what is weighing a lot of this in this weird balance of not knowing what they would do offensively. But I mean, with as far down, definitely we are definitely trading up for Carnell Tate, Nervash. No, we're not.
Right.
We are not trading up for a no. Stop.
Right. That would take too much to go get a wide receiver.
No,
man.
to go
That's
get a wide.
Julio Jones
We're,
type.
we're
Now,
not. We're
I will
not. We're
say
not trading
this.
up.
Not that.
We're not trading up. Period.
Now this is an interesting thought because I've had conversations with JP, and I know I've had conversations with Edge about this kid who's going to be probably in that back half of the draft. But I mean, we also haven't had a great dynamic tight end. Now, hang in here with me. We haven't had a great dynamic tight end since Greg.
Okay.
So, what about Kenyon Sadiq?
Oh my God.
I'm cool with
That boy from Oregon.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
but I do
he's
like
the truth, AC. He's
in that 20 range. He's in that pick 20 something. I'm just saying. I'm not.
I have seen him mock to y'all many times.
Edge has too. He saw it on Tankathon earlier this week or earlier this weekend.
Edge.
Hey, but I do like
we need to draft a ref.
Yeah, yep. That's what I was gonna say. I do
might
like
be true.
Rob Lake's pick. Yeah, we need to draft a ref. Hey, bro. Hey, look. Yeah, we definitely need to draft a ref, man. We need to draft a referee. He's gonna be on our sides because
that might be the comment of the day, right there.
Need to draft a ref
in their back pockets. Why can't we have referees in our back pockets? You know
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Casey Concepcion is a little small. I'm a fan of Casey Concepcion, but we already got that.
He won't be, and he'll still be there after the first round, y'all. I haven't seen him go in the first round either. Now that could change because I know bowl games. If he's a senior, the Senior Bowl, and
he's a junior.
He's a junior. Okay, so the combine, all that can improve and fall everybody's draft stock. So I mean, or improve and drop everybody's draft stock. So
I got my eyes on that kid. Pause.
Well, I like Casey Concepcion too, but I right now he has not yet, unless it's somebody who has just wanted to reach for him in a mock. I have not seen him go in the first round.
And see, we don't have a first round, so I'm hoping that he does make it down into the second round.
He will. He not going.
I think he'll go in the second.
Honestly, if they go by what Claire said, they draft a quarterback. They definitely ain't getting rid of Excel.
Yeah, that popping. You're hitting There's a whole other conversation to be had about this, and I didn't want to have this conversation going into the playoffs because popping, you are going in the direction of a conversation I want to have. You have no clue.
Y'all stay tuned.
Talk about too.
Yeah, because popping, you and I still have to get together to do I guess we can start getting ready for it. But
the
underrated and the overlooked.
Would y'all be afraid of Chambliss Having
Trinidad?
Bryce and a smaller
No.
quarterback, would you be afraid
Afraid?
of him?
Why afraid of in what way? Like afraid that
Okay,
he would be a
hey,
mistake to draft?
hey, let me say this to y'all real quick. AC, y'all stay with me on this. I'm gonna try to be quick. Y'all know how long-winded the old man can get.
Oh, I can
But
be too. You're fine.
but check this. Check this. Yesterday on the pregame show on ESPN before y'all's game, they had Scott Van Pelt, Swagoo, and Bloody. You know I talked about this yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Swagoo, Ryan Clark,
Ryan Clark.
and Kelsey, Jason Kelsey. So they were talking, and they were getting into Bryce Young, talking about Bryce Young. Two things. I'm gonna say this real quick so y'all follow me. Um, well, let me put them the other way because if I go to the Bryce stuff first, it's gonna freak y'all out. So they said if Trinidad Chambliss was 6'3", 215 pounds, there's no question that they would take him number one in this draft. So people are saying his size is hurting him, not his ability and what he
Mm.
does. So that's a
He's 6
question
foot.
mark.
He's 6 foot. He's 6'1", 200 pounds.
But they were saying if he was 6'3", big back. So Pop, I get what you're saying, Pop. Ain't nothing wrong with that size. He bigger than he the size of Baker Mayfield or bigger. I
And
agree with you.
John Mateer is 6'1", 205 pounds.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm.
But let me tell you the comment that they made, not me being petty or messy, because I didn't say it. I'm just repeating it. But Swagoo said, he said, we got a thing in the NFL. We don't talk about people's money. Players need to get their money. Everybody wants that big paycheck. He said, but there ain't no way in the world the Carolina Panthers need to make Bryce Young one of the highest paid players in the NFL off his body of work. Swagoo
It
said
doesn't.
that
I'm
yesterday.
sorry, what?
He said,
Yeah.
listen, he said, I don't do this often. He said, and this might be my first time doing it. He said, because we kind of have this unspoken thing in the NFL. You don't talk about players' money because everybody want to get their paycheck. Everybody wants a big
Mhm.
paycheck. He said, but there is no way that the Carolina Panthers ought to make Bryce Young one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL based
Oh,
on his body of work.
I
Swagoo
misheard
said
you.
that.
I thought you said that they have to find a way to make him the highest paid
No,
quarterback.
he
I was
said
about to
there is
say,
no
what?
way. He
Find a
said there
way.
is no way they should do that.
No.
Mm.
Well, anyone with a brainstem should know you shouldn't do that. My
Well,
lord.
Chad said that instead of him getting, I guess, like 60 million, he should get 30. That's what he
He
told
should get
Shannon.
nothing.
And of course, Acho on his show with Shady and that other light skinned boy that looked like Ice Cube's son said that we should re-sign Bryce because he's getting better. But I don't want to get into that conversation either. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and that's why they're on a podcast and Swagoo is on the ESPN broadcast. So yeah. And hey, I'm not knocking their podcast. I ain't knocking that. They're very popular. They doing their
Oh
thing.
wow.
It's
Wow.
a podcast. I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
but it ain't ESPN pregame show. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It used to
a
be.
hell of an uppercut there.
Yeah, I hate to do that to them, but it ain't NFL Live now. Let's keep it real.
This is true.
Yeah. That's man. There's gonna be so many great conversations that's gonna transpire. Yeah, man. I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean,
I don't. Well, and but Poppin, that's what's so. This is what is so unfortunate because we are a team that just made the playoffs, right?
You're in the playoffs
Mhm.
now. Yeah.
We should not be having this conversation about our quarterback.
No.
Do you understand what I'm
if it's
saying?
that, yeah, but if it's that obvious,
It is
then,
obvious.
Well, not
then,
to
you
most
know,
of the fan base. I ain't want to get to that point, but to most of the fan base, it's not that it's not obvious. He's getting better. He's showing that. Look at his numbers. He's
But is he getting
DY3K
better?
now.
Is he though?
You know, he put us in the playoffs, all that stuff.
That
We
54 yards
Hold up,
wasn't better.
hold up, bloody. Hold up,
Oh,
bloody.
I'm just saying how people feel. I know how I feel, and I don't want to sit there and be my true self.
How about
Red
you?
always say I don't like nobody. So
No, you don't. You don't. You know how they say grumpy old man? Bloody is a grumpy young man. He's a grumpy young man.
But I mean,
Yeah,
but it's so damn true. Never
Yeah,
mind.
yeah.
Shut up.
What
well,
you mean, the bloody
we're in the
part?
playoff.
Yeah, he's a grumpy
We're in the
young man.
We're in the playoffs right now, so this is going to be an interesting offseason. I don't want to
Oh,
move
this
too
is.
far
I think
fast
this is
forward.
going to be a surprising off season.
Could be.
I think some moves are going to be made that will probably shock a lot of people. I'm just
This
being
is the
honest.
most
Only
important
move I
offseason
think that
because
will
this is the
shock is
next
the fact. My
offseason.
fault. Go ahead, Shells.
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
this
Papa.
is the most important offseason because this is the next offseason. And
That's right. When you get to the playoffs, you're right.
yeah, it
You're
is what
right.
it is. So let's move. I want to kind of move it forward.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
I-
I got a sidetrack. Go for it.
It was a good side. It was a good sidetrack.
It was. Are we worried about the Rams?
I thought we
Right
were playing the
now-
49ers. I'm confused. Who are we playing?
Well, if the Rams win, we play them. But since the Rams lost, we're gonna
Yeah.
play the 49ers.
Currently, it's the 49ers, but
Oh.
the
Yeah,
Rams
currently it's
can
the
take the
49ers.
5 spot if they win.
Yeah,
So, but they're playing the Cardinals. So you think they're not going to
Yeah.
win?
yeah. The Rams are playing the Cardinals.
And they playing their starters too.
Oh, we got some money.
Yeah. JP.
Ow! Money.
No, don't you do that, JP.
Oh my God.
JP.
Don't
We
you
were
do
signed Bryce. I'm a slap my mama, and that.
Don't you do that. Don't you do that, JP.
Don't you do
You're
that.
going straight to jail.
JP,
You
going
going
to
straight to
jail.
jail.
Do not collect $200.
Going to hell.
Yeah. And both
He
popping.
going to hell.
Both popping. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Lord,
Don't you do
that's
that,
hilarious.
JP.
Don't you do that?
Well,
I'm sure she does scare you. She should scare you. She's your
You
mama.
doggone right. If he's talking like
before-
that.
I was going to say before we move forward, because I want to make this clear. I don't want anyone to think that something weird has like happened to Twan. Because he
He
hasn't
got
been
a
on the
bad
last
case of
couple.
diarrhea.
wow. Okay.
No. Just so y'all know, Twan has been actually under the weather, dealing with a really. I don't even know how bad. But I mean, it was bad.
diarrhea, ain't it? Ain't that
No,
diarrhea?
shut up. No, it's a bad
Under the
upper
weather?
Shut
Oh,
He is-
that
he
respiratory
had a-
situation that's going
Yes,
around.
yes.
A lot of people
um,
Yeah.
dealing with
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't
A lot
want
of people
to.
I
I don't
know
want
about
to. I don't
this
want to
shit.
like
Right.
spill too much into like what's been going on with him. But just know that he's
Booty in the
recovering from a
rain.
really bad upper respiratory infection, y'all. It got bad. So
Hey, Greek, let me say this to you, brother. And you know what, me and you stand with each other. I'm praying for you. And man, you know, these things are tough because we get pulled in a lot of different directions. But you got to take care of your health first of all, man. We miss you
facts.
here. We miss you here. I know you in the chat shooting your shots, man, like you're supposed to do. But man, you getting prayers, man. Know that, Greek. And you know, I told Twan once before, AC. It just quickly, I'm gonna say this: that one of the things that impressed me so much when he would take time out when somebody was dealing with a death in their family or serious illness, he would bring the tone way down, no matter where the show was, how much it was intense, and what was going back and forth. Twan has a way of removing that and setting aside that serious moment to make sure that prayers are offered up when people are in need. So Twan, know that, man, that we're offering prayers to you for your quick
oh yeah.
and full recovery, brother.
Yes, and for it to be definitely quick because you've been ill for I won't say a while, but too long in a way because I know you've been dealing with that for at least a week, if not longer. And it's not getting
Twan
better.
will be all right,
So
man. All he needed some ginger ale and drink some
That hottie toddy.
oh yeah, I was about
Yeah.
to say I think well just
Body.
in my household it was always Tussin, ginger ale, like
Mhm.
Oh yeah, you
some
gotta get that
aspirin and then
tussin
you'll
down.
be all right.
See, you gotta get that
Yeah,
tussin
you
down
gonna be
there.
all
That
right. I
tussin,
got
you
some
gotta
more
have that
money.
Yeah, we do. Someone can read this one. I read the last one.
Nervous. $5. He said, what scares me about the defense is how turnover dependent they are. We have a pathetic pass rush, and our D line is consistently gets manhandled. Thank you for that $5, Nerve Ash. Yeah, I mean, listen, we know we got some holes.
You got
HOLE.
some what?
HOL.
HOLES?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
popping.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you how close that sounded to something else now. You know.
Well, I'm Southern, so some things blend together.
I ain't trying to hold you to your past, brother, but you know what I'm saying?
That's why I spelled that
Uh,
out before I saved it.
Yes, sir, bloody.
we got some missing parts, definitely. And this is what it's called. When it comes down to team building.
But you know what's crazy though, Poppin? Even though that's all true, our defense still is finishing as a mid-tier defense, and they were just the league worst last year.
Yeah, right.
So I mean,
next question.
oh boy.
Does that mean Evero staying?
Here's the thing.
Good question.
Well,
that is a great
somebody got to
question.
get the blame.
He said the blame.
The blame.
I should have said
What
that.
did it say? What did that say? Tell Twan to get an old diffuser and get that tea tree oil. Most New York people have bronchitis type problems.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
God.
What the hell?
Are you wrong?
Hey.
No, you
Yeah.
wrong. This
What
one
in
is
the world,
work.
man?
It might work.
So
Wow.
it might
Good
work.
Lord,
What
you
he's
really?
saying is get that other
that
cure that
come
all
from?
parents and grandparents get you some Vicks vapor rub with something with that camphor in it. Get you some
I can
Vicks,
see
slap
that.
it on your chest, put it on the bottoms of your feet, all that weird shit you would
Yeah,
hear.
I know all that means.
There's some garlic in your
Goddamn.
socks, boy.
Oh, we
Put some
got more
garlic
money.
and onion
Oh my
in your
lord.
sock, man.
Yeah, I
Play
forgot
the
garlics
music.
and onion. Yeah, play the music. I was like, play the music. Let me see. Hold on.
Maestro.
Maestro.
Twan, like I'm already on it, man. We got the press conference coming on.
Hey, I'm finna dip y'all because I wanted to see Raheem and Kirk Cousins press conference too,
Get that
man.
money.
All right, Red.
All right,
I
Red.
really want some
See you later,
firings
sir.
in Atlanta. Not Raheem, but I hear it could be Terrence Fontenot because Matt Ryan is expected to take a lucrative position with the Falcons, and they're rumoring that it might be the GM. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy to me, but he and Arthur Blank have been talking, so I'm interested. I got to get on the Twitter streets, man, the X streets, and see what's going on, y'all.
Wow. That would be crazy though.
Yes, sir. Well, congratulations again, y'all. Hey, Greek, man, get
Thank you,
better,
Red.
bro. Get better,
As you
bro.
rise
I'll be
up, keep
man.
pounding, Red. As you rise up, keep
Keep
pounding.
getting pounded. Yeah, whatever.
Oh,
that was
there you go.
that could be taken in so many different ways. Rise up and keep pounding. Okay.
Let me money out. Nerve ass with that $5. We're near the bottom of the league in defense, third down conversion percentage, and we love give it up third and longs. Evero will always make me mad. Somebody send him a blood pressure pill. Thank ya for that money. Nerve ass.
Blood pressure pill. Just one pill? Just one? Just one blood pressure pill?
Keep the bed buzz away. No.
Whoa. Okay, learned something new today.
All right. Oh, press conference. Oh boy. How? Anybody want to take a bet on how much BS is about to be said?
A lot.
Well, one of the positivity Dave Canal is going to say today.
It's gonna be positivity,
He's gonna be positive as hell now. Yeah,
He's gonna be overly. I bet you the moment the camera pops on, he's gonna probably have a grin. He's gonna look like the damn Cheshire Cat. Watch.
Give all kind of praise to the Atlanta Falcons.
Mm-hmm. These are two great organizations. They battled it out. The guys are in good spirit. We're gonna party today.
Stop.
We clean up, gonna talk about the fundamentals.
Days where we back in here.
Fundamentals.
We'll be back here working on Monday.
Yeah.
No more celebration.
We got
Mondays.
we got this opportunity. We can't waste it. So
24 hours of celebration, and then we're back in here breaking down. Yeah. So
While we
Nah,
wait,
the Evero thing. Um, my gut feeling is I don't think he's going nowhere.
Oh,
oh look at that! Look at that big old
Ah, look at that big
well,
ass
that's the
smile,
same.
boy.
I said that's the
Already.
same outfit
press
from yesterday.
conference
Ain't
on the phone. Is it over? I'm confused.
Fans everywhere.
it?
The neighborhood is crazy.
Wait,
We
I
got
hear
home
something.
from our
I can barely hear it.
family and
It's
walked
low.
outside where we normally, ride bikes and walk the dogs, and there was just neighbors out in front in the front yards. Everyone was
What
really
is he doing?
excited, but really, and also just proud of this team, proud of the coaches, the players, everybody involved. It took the whole season. It took 17 games, capturing opportunities.
He said he was proud of the team, proud of
Hey,
the
Dave,
players, proud of the coaches.
congratulations.
Thank you.
I have just two quick ones. One you sort of answered there. I just wanted a little more detail about, where you watched it, if you were glued to every second of it, and so on. And I have one follow up.
Absolutely. We were right at home, sitting on our couch together. The Canales family, Scott Cooper, joined us. His crew was out of town, so we were just excited, just following it
The
every
little
single
flea
play.
flickers.
Couldn't take our eyes off the game. Rushing to grab a snack, getting back to see what happens, and just the turn of events at the end. I didn't expect anything less from this matchup, and playing the Saints and knowing how well the type of football they've been playing down the stretch, and the Falcons really putting things together and played out just like that. One little side funny story: my brother called me after the interception, the D. Alford interception, and he's ready to celebrate, and I was like, call me back. I was like, this ain't over. If I'm on the other side, I'm thinking we got a shot here. Let's go down and get the first points, onside kick, and see what we can do. So got back. I got kind of pissed at him, but it was amazing. We all yelled like crazy, and just really, really fortunate and proud.
Great. And the second one is a follow up from yesterday. We did not get a chance to ask you this in the press room because this pool report didn't come out till later. But just one follow up on that Rico Dowdle backward pass where the ref said because of the erroneous whistle, the Panthers could have had a choice to replay the down. Did you ever have a choice to replay the down?
They never gave us the option. They never came over and gave us the option. So they officiated it out there, and then they just put the ball down and basically, I got to go. I got to get my next personnel and play ready to go.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Dave, congrats.
Hey, thank you.
Curious just what you think this opportunity means for you, the program, and specifically Bryce.
Yeah, it's about
Price.
about our mentality. We talk about, attacking every game as a championship opportunity. And, over the course of the season, we stack together enough wins in our division, outside of division, to prepare us for this. And so now we take the next step. We kind of chop our season up into quarters and treat it like a game. You got the first quarter, second quarter, for one of our quarters had 5 games in it. But so we just have that mentality so that we can be on track to seize championship opportunities. And this is the next one. So we just have to go right back to work with our process. And, what it's meant is just, proving to the guys that if we have that mentality, if we do take advantage of opportunities and prepare ourselves each week like it's a championship opportunity, then good things will happen down the stretch. And we're in this position right now because of the hard work and that focus.
And then quickly, you guys, I mean, you've only been here 2 years. You guys stood pat at the deadline. It almost feels like you're getting here maybe a year earlier than you guys anticipated. How would you address that? And do you think that's accurate?
I can never approach any season going into it without the mentality that we're going to try to win the first championship first. And regardless of what it may feel like, or, for me as the head coach, as I'm asking the guys to give me everything they have and how hard they play, how hard they practice, what they put their bodies and minds through. It can't be anything less than the pursuit of that first championship. And that's got to be the mentality and the work that goes into it. So I don't speak to them any other way. I respect the work that goes into it as far as the staff goes and everything else. For me, there's no forecasting. We have to be right now. It has to be this game. This is everything. These are opportunities, beyond just the implications of trying to win the division, but for each individual player, their careers and opportunities, we have to regard every moment. It's too hard and it's too special to not treat it that way.
Steve Reed, followed by Mike Kay.
Hey, Dave, congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
I'm just curious, have you heard from David Tepper? You know, he purchased the team in 2018. He's been through, you know, a 7-year drought. I'm just curious, did you talk to him? Did you get a phone call from him? And I imagine he would be pretty excited about everything.
Yes, we had a brief phone call. You know, between the two of us, our phones are getting blown up a lot. And, you know, when he answered the phone, I said, "Is this the owner of the NFC South champion Panthers?" And he was, he got a good kick out of that. But, you know, it's about all of us competing, treating every day like it's 4th and 1 and having that mentality. But we had a good conversation.
Dave, congratulations.
Thank you.
We talked about 2010 earlier this week. You know the power of a home game in the playoffs. Have you wrapped your mind around being able to kind of host this thing no matter who kind of comes out of the NFC West, or I guess of the NFC West opponents?
Absolutely. I'm just so excited to be in Bank of America Stadium one more time. The energy that's been there at the end of our season, as we continue to build momentum and the fans showing up early, being loud, causing problems for the opponent's offense. I know what type of an advantage that can be for us. And so I'm so excited to be here. Obviously, all of us, you know, being right at home, sleeping in our own beds and being able to attack it one more time it's such a cool opportunity. And it all starts off with winning the division first. And we're able to be in that position to get that done. So it's exciting.
And you've played both of your potential opponents. What is the advantage maybe going into a playoff game, having that, I mean, teach film, essentially?
It's an opportunity to correct some things that we wanted to correct and try to, you know, replicate things that were successful for us. But it gives you a little bit of familiarity and confidence to know, okay, this is a team that we've seen before and we've played them tough. You know, and thinking about, you know, the Rams coming in and getting that win, just different teams that we've played, the Niners, you know, seeing that opponent and, you know, how disciplined they are and how focused. And, you know, so we got to see what happens and what shakes out here to know who we're playing. But it certainly does give the familiarity gives a level of confidence to know like what we're going up against and how to prepare.
We have time for a few more. We'll go with David Newton, followed by Mike Solarte.
Hey, Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Wanted to ask you, are you wearing a championship hat and T-shirt?
I am not. I need to get that done. You know, just short of driving back to the to Bank of America Stadium to the office to pick up our shirts and hats. But there will be a time for that. But I'm just super proud right now.
So what's going to be your message to the team? And will y'all have like that kind of a celebration in the locker room at any point tomorrow morning? Or?
No, tomorrow's going to be a full-on game plan prep day for the staff. The guys will come in and move their bodies and do some things like that. But we'll go right back to work when they get back.
What was the most anxious moment for you today?
Oh, certainly the onside kick and really the series before the series of the interception. You know, when the Saints were moving the ball really effectively down there and the interception was huge, but there's still time on the clock. And then, of course, he goes down and, you know, Tyler Shuck does a great job getting them down there and launching the ball into the end zone for that go-ahead touchdown, you know. So, there are a bunch of moments all the way through it. But what a great game. What a great, you know, competitive moment for those guys.
How much does it take the sting out of what happened yesterday? And do you tell the players now anything can happen, or what is your message?
Championship opportunity right in front of us. How long can we keep that statement true? That was my message to the group over a month ago. 1-0 with a chance to win a division. That's got to be our focus 1 week at a time. And we won one, we lost one, but we did enough to put ourselves in this position. And so here we go. We got another week. We get to hang around with each other. We love working together. We love being on the grass. You know, that type of an environment. And that was my message last week, guys. Like, let's go get this win so we can do this again another week. We're having way too much fun. And we didn't get that done yesterday. But here we are with everything in front of us, and everybody's record is obsolete now. It's all 0-0, and we got the 1-0 mentality with a chance for a championship, and here we are.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Mhm.
Coach, congratulations. Mike Solarte here with Spectrum News One. Going back to Joe's question about the arriving maybe a year early, I understand that the focus is week to week and day to day, but in a 30,000-foot view, did you anticipate being here at this point when you originally were hired by the franchise?
That's always the approach. The approach is to win the division. Every game's a championship opportunity. That's got to be my mentality, and that's the way we work in the off season. Everybody, all collectively, works too hard not to believe that, and it comes from belief. It comes from confidence, and the ability to have good processes to play good football. And if you can play good enough football, you can beat anybody. That's a true statement, and just keeping that focus and mentality alive so that the work is right and so that the focus is there. And that's been our approach since we got here.
And just a quick follow, has there been any preliminary indication if it's Saturday or Sunday for you guys yet?
I don't know that.
We'll go with Chris Jenkins and end things with Cass.
Hey, Dave, congratulations. There's been some good questions asked. So the only question I had remaining was about that run game that you guys have. I know you're going to be doing some prep for the game coming up, but what are the challenges and solutions right now that you're maybe seeing for the run game that you guys have?
Just staying connected up front, making sure nobody's running through gaps, and the running back's got to be violent and run through stuff. There's going to be arm tackles. Sometimes they're going to be an extra hat, and that's your guy, and just be violent with it, physical, and make sure we're just getting efficient runs. And I felt like our run game just wasn't efficient, and I can live with that. If you run it twice and you're in third and short, that really helps that third down stuff as well. But yeah, we'll be right back at it. We'll look at whatever opponent comes up and see how we can attack them, because we're going to try to run the ball at some point.
Hey, Dave, how's it going?
Hey, Cass.
Hey, you kind of touched on this a little bit earlier, but just kind of wanted to get a little more detailed. There were a lot of emotions in the locker room last night, understandably. What is the best way to sort of facilitate such a quick 180 mental turnaround with the guys this week?
The work always brings us back, whether it's a big win, a big loss, they're all big. But whatever the outcome of the last game is, the work snaps us out of it. The work brings us back. I'm so grateful to have one more opportunity to get back to work where we can get on that grass. We go through the preparation, we have our meetings, and once we are in cleats and once we're on that grass, it's like the next thing becomes really clear, the focus of what we're doing, the walkthroughs and the opponent. It just becomes all about that. And that's what's so cool about this time of year. It's like, here we go. We get one more opportunity. Let's keep this. Let's make this statement true. 1-0 with a chance to win the championship. How long can we keep that statement true?
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Congratulations, and thanks for taking the time to talk to us this afternoon.
All right. You got it. Thank you.
Right.
Yeah. So I got to feel about that. I mean, like I said, he said they ain't going to celebrate. I'll bring y'all right back up in here and hit these weights.
Yep.
Smart.
I think for Dave Canales, he's taking this way, and that's why I got to applaud him for. He's taking this way more seriously than I have to give him credit for. He
he has to now. He doesn't have a choice now.
No, I understand that, but we expected him to come in there, all happy, smile on his face and everything, blah blah blah. But now he understands the weight and the ramifications of what this truly means, and now that he's in this situation again, but this time as a first-time head coach, he understands like what he needs to do, what he has to do. So now he's focused on trying to get his team ready, and trying to get everybody prepared. Like, hey, look, like we're playing in front of our fans again, but this time we're playing in front of them with a chance to actually, make it. So take one game at a time, because everybody knows playoff teams play differently than regular season teams play, because they know once you lose, it's over. That's it. It's a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do nothing.
That's true.
So,
I was gonna say, is that Lily? Is that Leisha? down there?
Yeah,
Hey, Lily,
yeah.
how are you?
Hey, hey, y'all. I want to wish y'all congratulations. I know y'all on the fence about it, but I think y'all played well enough yesterday. I was at work on my second job, so I was listening to the game, and I thought y'all played well enough to win. My problem was that flea flicker. I was like, who the hell threw a flea flicker in the rain?
Weren't they in the
And
in the red zone too? Right? Weren't they?
yeah,
Lord
I don't
exactly.
think it was.
Lord
I don't think
Almighty.
it was a flea flicker though, Lily. I think
What
what
happened?
happened. I don't think it was a flea flicker.
Uh huh.
I think what happens is Rico slipped and he tried
And he
to
was
Uh huh.
trying
chalk
to
it
keep the
back.
play alive.
Yeah, trying to
Trying
keep
to
the
keep
play
the.
alive because we
Mhm.
had nobody streaking downfield to be wide open. There was
Right.
nobody downfield, so it was one of those Rico tried to do something cute, and because Bryce didn't even look like he was ready for it. You know, Bryce was
Right.
like what? So yeah, yeah, I don't think it. I don't think it was a
I
flea
thought
flicker.
y'all played a decent game from what I heard. I was frustrated because I was like, I wanted y'all to win it outright because I hate Tampa Bay one. And it's for my own selfish reason. As a Saints fan, we won a division 4 years in a row. If we would have won the game today, and I'll tell y'all because I'm on Facebook with the NFC South fans, it was in the Saints live. A lot of people were torn because it was like, I don't want to watch this game and we win, but we help in the Bucks. It was such people were so Saints fans were so mad, because it was like we don't want them to win, but at the same token, if we win, we help in the Bucks. If we lose, you guys win. So a lot of people in the NFC South chat and people that was Saints fans, they was like, "Well, I'd rather see Carolina win." F uh, F
The
Baker
Bucks.
Mayfield and stuff. And I wanted to earlier. I heard what Red Swarm, and I know he's a Falcon fan. Now they need to relax because they lost to the Saints with no number one wide receiver, no number two, a
Talk
three.
about it.
Kamara didn't play. Our Kendrick Miller didn't play. We were down. We were playing with practice squad players, and our defense played well enough to beat Atlanta. The problem that would change caused the game was the interception, but the Saints will be back next year. We get some more pieces. We get a dog wide receiver. That's the problem. I love Olave, but Olave
He
is
need help.
I call him a finesse wide receiver. You need that wide receiver that's gonna fight off the ball. That's gonna fight the cornerback for the ball, and Olave is not that. And that's what we need. I miss Michael Thomas. I wish they would fix
No,
whatever and let
no,
Slam
no.
Boy come back. I miss Slam Boy was a dog. Y'all can say what y'all want. Slant Boy was a dog.
Lily, I'm glad Michael Thomas is gone because that boy would torture me every single time. I can't stand him. But you know who else I couldn't stand more than him?
Hmm.
Who?
Marquise Houston. Marquise Colston. I couldn't
Oh,
stand
Marcus
him.
Colston. Yeah,
Colston.
I
Colston
couldn't
used to
stand that
go across
motherfucker.
the middle. Because what you need for wide receivers, you need two that's gonna stretch the field and two that's gonna go across the middle. And that's what the year when we controversial now when we won the Super Bowl. We had two deep threats and two cross the middle people. And that's what you need in your receiving core. I think y'all definitely got a good receiving core.
Yeah,
With
we do.
T Mac, but I think Bryce's favorite is Coker to me from what I observed and stuff. I think he
In
loved
the red
Coker. Now
zone.
the other question I'd ask, one, words of encouragement. Even though y'all 8 and 9, y'all still can win that playoff game depending on who y'all have. If it's
It's the
Frisco
49ers,
or
right?
It's the
right now,
49ers,
the Rams
Commanders,
are beating the
Arizona.
Cardinals. Yeah,
Mm.
it's 13-6 second quarter because I'm watching Eagles and Commanders right now. But so and I'll say this: we on the wrong side of history because Seattle Beastquake. There was a 7-9 team, so it is possible for y'all to win. But the thing is, to me, running Rico gotta play, Chuba gotta play. The run game gotta be established. Have to.
You ain't
Have to be
wrong.
I agree.
established.
You are not wrong.
Defense win championships and running games help win championships as well. Because the best defense sometimes is keeping the ball out the other team hand.
Yep. You are
But
not
that's
wrong.
all I wanted to say. I just wanted to stop in and wish y'all congratulations. And oh, one more question. If Bryce, let's say y'all go into the second round, is Bryce worth extending as a
No,
quarterback? Because I know a lot of
No.
no,
people still not sold
no,
on him.
No.
no, no,
No.
no,
No.
no,
No.
No.
no,
We can make it to the NFC
no.
Championship. We can make it to the NFC Championship game. I'm still not extending him.
Really?
No,
No.
I would not. I wouldn't
And then
because
I heard y'all about Chambers. People gotta stop with that because he's 6 foot. Drew Brees, Russell Wilson in his prime are under 6 feet and were champions. So Chambers, I mean, was Trinidad Chambers, he looked good in a playoff, and I'm looking forward to watching him. But height does mean something, but if you don't have the height, there's a way to manipulate where you can get off the ball fast and stuff like that. You just have to figure it out. You have to have a good OC to help figure that part out. But
and I
I'm
believe
rooting for y'all. I mean, I'm rooting for y'all to beat. I don't like, other than Seattle, I don't like the 49ers nor the Rams. So I hope whichever one y'all have, I hope y'all beat them. I really hope y'all beat them down into submission. But
I want to be the
also
Chiefs
watch
this year.
we do
I
too.
also watch the referees because when it comes to the Rams and the refs, they aren't to be trusted. And I mean, I know it was talked about today that it was mentioned. I know Twine is under the weather. Prayers up to him and his wife, my sister. But I do hope I think y'all can win. I think y'all can get any given Sunday, and y'all playing on y'all field, so y'all got a shot. So
Well, we appreciate the
We
words of
thank you,
encouragement,
Lele.
not next year when it's everybody 0-0. You know I'm gonna be back. Who that? I'm still who that.
Twice.
I wouldn't say
Alicia
nothing.
cheered against us in the playoffs. I wanted to kick her ass out the house.
Oh, that story. Oh, the Super Bowl. I ain't gonna lie. I had
And the
lived.
Super
I
Bowl.
was so Super Bowl with the year y'all went to the Super Bowl. He was so mad with me, and I was temporarily staying with him because I had moved up here that year, and he was so mad because I was pulling for Denver. And he was like, "Look at this shit! I kind of was hoping y'all. I wasn't, no, I wasn't." He was so heated because we was. I was rooting against him. You gonna sit here in my apartment? I'm like, but I helped fix the Super Bowl spread, so I contribute. I just wasn't a fan, but
More little, I'd have done the same. I'd have done the same thing. I'd have kicked everybody out the house too.
whatever you to
Everybody.
kick me out.
Oh, I'd kick everybody out the house. Everybody get the fuck out.
Because of the law, because we lost.
Oh, I'd have kicked everybody been kicked out. Like I
She,
ain't.
Twan said she was in a house full of Panthers fans at a party cheer for the fucking Broncos.
And I had, yeah, you know what was funny? I was so petty. I had my Saints gear on. I was,
Oh my god!
See, you would have made it to the
what
front though.
I had my Saints shirt. I was back. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I was one of them when Kaepernick took a knee and they banned him. I didn't watch for a year or two. So, but the year before that, I was one of them. Out each Sunday, I would put my Saints shirt, whatever Saints shirt I felt like wearing, my Saints pants, and I had Saints socks. And one year we went to Wingstop to get something. There was a guy that was a Giants fan. He was like, I'm gonna take a picture of you because I had all my Saints stuff on. And he was like, nobody wears all this stuff on Sunday like you. And so I had all my stuff. He was just falling out laughing. But yeah, that Saints game, I mean that Super Bowl, that 2016, yeah. I think if he could have put me out, Claire, he would have. And the other thing, Claire,
Yes.
Claire, I want to give you your flowers because I listened to you and you on it. Yeah, you're on it. You be
Thank
on
you.
it.
Thank you.
You
I
be
appreciate it.
on it. I love that. I'm loving to see that women we do watch sports and we know our stuff. There, I don't know if you are on Threads, but there's a group called Black Girls Love Football, and they be serious because I'm on there with them,
Oh,
and they be
nice.
serious about talking football other than oh he cute, So I mean, there are spaces that women are talking about sports, y'all. So don't just think we just
Oh
Jalen
yeah.
Hurts is cute.
Oh yeah. We
Oh, this
don't
one.
just. It's not always about the eye candy in the uniform.
Yes, it's about watching. It's about we observe just like the men do.
It's about appreciating the sport for what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to have it because everybody said I'm becoming the mayor of Pettyville with how my team's been playing. So that
Uh-huh.
my little quip has changed underneath my name. But what used to be there was a saying that I've had for like the last 2 years, which was men do not own sports
Right.
because they don't. I'm sorry, but y'all don't. Y'all don't own sports. I get it's a man's world when it comes to sports, but y'all don't own it. I'm sorry, but y'all don't. Um, and it's nice to be able to. I've got a very small group of women who actually watch that, well, like female friends that actually watch football and enjoy it, and they're not just like, oh, he's cute, like what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's becoming easier though to find women who are getting into it though, which is nice.
Right. Right. I
Got to
have a
deal with
best
all these
friend.
crazy men.
Right. And then I think not some the other thing I like, I think as women we bring a certain thing to it, and then what I can't stand is when men sit up here and start insulting us for our thoughts because I'm like, look, I could get with you too if push come to shove, but
Oh yeah.
I hate that part. But I mean, I have a friend, best friend. She watched sports like me, and she actually used to play. She was softball. She
Hmm.
a Saints fan, and when I tell you she know her stuff too and stuff, she know probably more than I do. But there's so many women that's watching, and it's not because the eye candy part. It's
Yeah,
people
I
like
agree.
Puka, people like Bryce, or people might like Lamar Jackson or
Hmm.
Jordan Love. Because that's who I wanted the Saints to draft, Jordan Love. Well, we
Jordan
drafted
Love.
that old dang. They drafted Caesar Ruiz, the damn lineman that don't do shit. But I digress.
Oh, it's okay.
I
Once upon a time, I wanted Carolina to. I think a few fans though, but I was really looking at Herbert when he was coming out, Justin Herbert, and I'm like, man,
Yeah.
if we could have, woulda, shoulda, coulda. But
Hmm.
he was another one.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of players that we've all talked about in the past, especially on this show, that I've been really excited on. And unfortunately, they don't come here, which is unfortunate.
Yes.
But then they go to other teams and then they stand out. So it's somebody.
Oh, it's
More money,
money.
more money, more money.
All right. Well, folks, I'm a jump out, but I'm gonna be listening to y'all. I just wanted to pass and wish y'all good luck, and I'll depending on the schedule, I will be watching and rooting for y'all against the NFC West and stuff. But talk to y'all later, and I'll be listening. Catch y'all
Okay.
Bye,
later.
Lily.
Bye,
Appreciate you,
y'all.
Lily. we got King Jermaine Chief Trevor with $2 super chat. Hey, Alicia, don't give AC any credit. She DKing, she DKing.
Man, I hear. Okay, brother, I hear you. Okay, bro. Rude. And Supernova, did he really, she the queen of Pantherette thugs now? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, Supernova.
In the Panther Thug.
Anytime I go off in the Discord, he always chimes in. He's always just like, yeah. He always calls me what's he call me? Thug Life every time
Yep,
I go
Thug
off in
Life.
the Discord. He's like, okay, Thug Life. I'm like, oh, all right, Supernova. But man, No, Lily is a beast. I appreciate that, man. Lily, please come back as often. I have to deal with a bunch of men whenever I'm up here. Which I'm not mad at that. But honestly, it's because of this being a man's sport and a man's world. Sports being that way is honestly why I made it a point to try to be better and do as much research as possible. So without that being a component to it, I would not be on a podcast today. So I can't sit here and make it seem like that having, being surrounded by knowledgeable men who watch this sport is a bad thing, because it's not. Y'all have made me better. Y'all have made me better. So anyway, all of y'all have.
Mm-hmm. So,
well, Lord, don't be so dismissive, Edge. My God, I was trying to pay y'all a compliment. Damn.
I was going to say, well, you're welcome and everything, and then so what I was also going to say is, so now that the playoffs ain't fully set yet.
It's still not. I thought we all knew what was happening. Like
it is, but it's not, because of, well, like I said, when the Rams do beat the Cardinals, which it look likely they is.
Okay.
We'll be facing them. Possibility.
So we're facing the Rams now instead?
Well, no, it's still up. It's still up in the air. It's still between the 49ers and the Rams right now.
Well, what in the hell? So what are we waiting on? Okay, so do the 49ers have to beat somebody?
49ers lost yesterday to the Sea Chickens, so we just wait and see what the Rams
Sea
do.
Chickens. So if the Rams win, then what? We face the Rams, or
yeah.
Okay.
And the only way we don't face the Rams is if the Arizona wins. Or right now, that ain't gonna happen.
JP, God Almighty. Yeah, facing the Rams, I'm not even gonna lie. I know we beat them once. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to really face them a second time. I don't. Money again.
Got JP again with the $5 chat again. He says, "I'm here to keep you grounded, AC, aka Superstar. You're not big enough to hold up."
You're so rude, JP. God, Lord. Let me just puff my head full of air real quick. Jeez. But thank you, JP, for that. For keeping me grounded, I guess. Lord. But y'all, so if we do face the Rams, let's talk about this briefly. If we face the Rams, what do you feel is what position? Let's talk about this. What position on either side of the ball is going to have to step it up, like without question? What position is going to have to step up on the offense and the defense for us to try to actually make it deeper into the playoffs?
Is that a trick question?
Offensive side of the ball.
No, it's not. It's not a no. The entire offense.
Offensive side of the ball. Offensive side of the ball.
Period. It's not a trick question. No, I just want to hear what people's thoughts are, because every team plays different.
We need better production out the run game, of course. I mean, I don't know if Rico's still going through the wear and tear, or if opposing defense is just completely game planning. But that goes into coaching, where you got to get him in situations where he can run the ball a lot better between the tackles and the offensive linemen. They got to be able to pick up blocks and hold them enough, not technically hold them, but hold the block enough for Rico to do what he got to do. Of course, include Chuba Hubbard, and they just to spare him and get both of these guys going, because we're going to need this running game. And just like how, Lily said, that can help dominate the game and keep our opposing.
Ooh. Lord, that scared the shit out of me.
Well, I mean, it's very disrespectful, but yeah, and that can help, keep the ball in our hand.
What the fuck? It's interesting that they're showcasing Rico.
Well, just interrupt me in my little sequence of events. No.
Okay.
Thank you.
So that was okay. I don't know How the hell that?
Well, I guess that's
Okay,
what we
go.
have to depend on then. Just Rico running through the smoke
Rico.
and just run through defenses.
With what you were saying, Bloody, go ahead.
But yeah, we need to get, because just like Lily said, that, you know what I'm saying, controlling the ground game, controlling the clock, winning the TOP, and demoralizing the opposing team, that can help us win games. Everybody knows that. But we also going to need, and I know a lot of people don't want to get back into this, we need to see more out the quarterback. We need this passing game to click a lot sooner than later. We don't need for the passing game to start clicking because we're down by 10 points, 14 points, or whatever. We need this offense and this passing game to fire off pretty soon. We need to get these guys going up and down the field, because if we don't, the Rams, they're gonna smoke us. That's just how I look at it. Because the defense gonna do what they gotta do.
I mean, Poppin, I know, because you said, is that a trick question? I mean, go ahead. If you've got anything to say.
No. I know who I feel like need to step it up.
Well, go ahead.
So I'm not gonna. Well, I mean, the single amount. Bryce, we're in the playoff now. Ain't no more these crazy mistakes. If you're supposed to be the leader of the team, you gotta step it up all the way. The O line, I know they're patchwork, but I mean y'all need to be closer than super glue. Figure it out, because the run game can't get going if y'all don't, you know what I'm saying, open up holes. And as far as everything else, we got to find a way to get this pass rush somewhat aggravating. Because I mean, I don't think they can be great. So at least become a nuisance, you know.
Become a nuisance. Yeah, I mean, that's a good way to put it. Become a nuisance.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I'm kind of on the same page with Poppin here. It's definitely got to be the quarterback, in my opinion. And I guess you could argue just the run game in general needs to really step it up. Oh Lord, Serper. We'll go ahead and play this. Lord.
Serper got his hat on.
Maybe we need Sir Pearl on the field playing.
For real,
I'm not gonna lie. I would love.
He has more enthusiasm.
I would love to get Serper out there on the field and just anytime we need to do like a QB sneak, just a tush push, just him in the middle.
Exactly.
Put him and Darren Bates out there, because Darren Bates is our Michael Irvin on the sideline.
Real. And drop my damn
Lord. Did you just drop your mic?
The whole thing right now, we actually need to. I think the whole team needs to step up, because if and when we do face the Rams, like Rams has been there, done that. They got the Rams for it. And trust me, right now, I feel like the Rams got a lot to prove, especially how the way they've been losing these past couple weeks. They got a lot to prove to themselves, but also to the freaking everybody else in the NFC, because they're trying to get back there again. And Matthew Stafford, he ain't going out like that. He's not, and I feel like he shouldn't. So as of right now, for the Carolina Panthers, if I got one message to say to them, I gotta say to this: hey, look, the team that you face, they've been there, they've done that in the past 4 or 5 years. They got theirs. They're trying to get it again. All right. So that they got playoff experience. We don't. Yeah.
Not with this group, no.
And yes, we did beat them at home before, but a regular season team is way different than a playoff team. Playoff teams play a lot more harder. They play a lot more aggressive, and they're not going to do a lot of daring stuff. But when they punch you in the mouth, they're going to punch you in the mouth. Are you going to punch back? That's literally it. Are you gonna punch them back in the? Are you gonna punch them back in the mouth and show them that we ain't the team to fuck around with? Because there's been a short span of time when we was win those 3 games. where there are people talking about, man, do we really want to face the Panthers right now? Do we really want to face them right now? Do we really want to?
Yeah, that's not no.
I mean, because like I said, at that point in time, they were saying that, and we were proving that they don't want to face us, man. We were quietly beating them, but we kept going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So now it's like, well, what Panther team are we gonna get? Are we gonna get the Panthers team that beat the Rams, or are we gonna get the Panthers team that lost to Tampa Bay? Like, which one are we gonna get? So.
Well, I will say this: the Panthers team that has more or less showed up, in my opinion, the most recent 2 games, that cannot be the same Panthers team that shows up against, if it's the 49ers or the Rams or whichever team. It can't be that same team. I'm sorry, but it just can't. Because that's not that unless the opposing team finds a way to somehow play worse than that, you're not going to win if you're playing like that. You're just not.
Yeah, you can't, and ooh, that like that'll be the wrong that Tampa Bay the Panthers that we played Tampa Bay. That's the wrong team to come out and play. That's the wrong team to come out and play. I'm sorry, we can't have that. Because if we come out and play that way like we did against Tampa Bay,
they just updated the playoff picture. Yeah, I don't know who said it could also be the Rams. It's not. It's the 49ers.
Oh, so we are playing the 49ers.
Yes. It is set in stone. We are playing the 49ers.
Okay.
This is how the playoff picture is going to look, y'all. So, of course, the Seahawks, they've earned their way to a bye. They're not going to be playing anybody. So it's going to be Eagles versus Rams. It's going to be San Francisco versus Carolina, and it's going to be Green Bay versus the Bears. That is the NFC playoff picture.
Okay.
AFC is going to be very interesting. Broncos have earned their bye. It's going to be the Chargers versus the Jaguars.
Ooh,
the Texans versus the Steelers, and then the Buffalo Bills versus the New England Patriots.
Well, hold on. The Steelers and the Ravens still got to play.
This is how it's currently standing.
Okay.
It's a live update. This is how it's currently standing.
Yeah.
As it is.
Well, Houston might face the Ravens or the Steelers because they still got to play.
Okay, well, and if that's true, that's true. I'm just saying that is how it's. That's how it currently looks. I can't share it, but that's how it currently looks.
It's currently look. Well, fucking CJ Stroud will have a chance to act his revenge against the Ravens from his playoff loss against them.
Dang, so you putting the Ravens in over the Steelers?
I mean, the Steelers right now are showing as the 4th seed.
I got the Steelers in. I think they're gonna give them the Ben Roethlisberger treatment, let them get right off into the playoff one last time.
Yeah, maybe. But right now, I want to give it to the Ravens right now because Kansas City's out, and that's been their nemesis for like the last 4 years and everything. But at the same time, they I don't know. I really don't know. Like,
if the Ravens want to win, just get a ball to Derrick Henry and get the fuck out the way.
That's 100% true. Just get the ball to Derrick Henry. Let him get the fuck out of the way. Let him get the fuck out of the way. But honestly, at the same time, like with Lamar Jackson being out and everything, like Lamar Jackson was out and everything like that. I get it. They're gonna want him to play in this playoff game. But Lamar Jackson is going to give it his all to come back and play. He's 100% going to do that. But
as you should.
But do you really want him to pull a freaking Tyrese Halliburton from the Pacers?
I mean,
putting everything out on the line just.
I was about to say, y'all are going to have to explain that shit to me. I'm not a basketball person. What the fuck?
Just for him to go down, just for his team to have a chance to freaking win the championship like that. Do you really want Lamar Jackson to pull that?
I mean, that's what you're paying him for.
I know that. I get it's what you're paying him for, but then you risk him not being back for next season if possible. You know what I'm saying?
But they built the team that way. They built the team around him.
They did build the team.
So that's on them. But to me, if Lamar is healthy enough, Lamar, get your ass out there and play. Boy, we gonna need you just to get in these off. And God forbid if he do get hurt. I mean, it's a part of the game. Everybody signed that contract. Everybody know they got that opportunity to be injured, but you don't go out there thinking like that.
True.
So if he's eligible to play him.
True.
Because he will be the defining factor whether they get in there or not. Now, if he
Mhm.
don't play and they got this Hundley kid, so I think that boy went to UCLA. If they banking on him to get him to the off, shit, they might as well not even go on the field. Me personally,
True.
because this is a division rival. This is the team
Oh, yeah.
that they hate. Both teams hate each other.
Oh yeah, they
So
do.
yeah,
They do.
and
They
so
do.
yeah,
And both coaches and right now both coaches for the Steelers and the Ravens, they both literally playing for their damn jobs right now.
for real, they are.
So they're gonna bring everything out there that they can for this one game. It's gonna be a good one tonight. It's gonna be a real good one tonight.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
But I can't pick who I want to go in. Like I want the Ravens to do it, but at the same time, I love Mike Tomlin. I do, and I want to see Mike Tomlin succeed. I actually want him to see him win a playoff game to prove to everybody wrong that yes, he can do it. But I don't know.
I got Steelers winning, and then if they play Houston, I got Houston winning.
Same. I got Houston winning too. I like whoever wins it. I got Houston beating them because they're more dangerous and they're more hungry.
Jags beating up the Chargers.
Those teams, man. The Panthers in. That's all that matters, man.
Yeah, we in, man.
I don't care what Mike Tomlin go bald headed.
No.
I don't care if he loses his job. I don't care about none of that.
But here's the thing, though, man. Do you think we can actually beat the 49ers here at home?
Yes.
The 49ers are not unbeatable. We had them fuckers beat the first time.
I was going to say they're not. They are not.
We know what happened.
Yeah,
to me,
I was
this is a
say,
better
what's
matchup than playing the Rams. I'm being honest.
How many interceptions did he throw during that game? Like three.
Three interceptions.
Well, I will say that is the most frustrating thing about that game. Just to go back to it, was 3 interceptions and we still could.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, what?
we can beat the 49ers. This is and my little brother already sent me.
I was gonna say, Edge, you know who that is?
Oh yeah,
Uncle Nathaniel.
I'm gonna say so. Where Granddaddy is?
I'm gonna say Uncle Nathaniel.
That's what I thought we were gonna be doing this, boy.
Oh my God!
I guess he got from taking that shirt off. He needs to stop looking at them damn blinds.
Close your eyes, Claire.
Close my eyes. You a fool, man. Crazy.
But getting back to the matter at hand, this is the team. I'm be honest. This is the team that we really would want to play more than the Rams. Me personally, because even though Brock Purdy is a good quarterback, I mean he's not like a dangerous quarterback. He's not. We've shown that we can frustrate him. We've shown that we can get the ball from him, and we've shown we can hang with them. We know what that defense can bring. So since we got that on film, we should have, and this is me thinking, we should have I'm BG. We should have an upper hand against them, knowing what they can bring, and we got home field advantage.
Is Trent Williams going to play though?
I mean, is there something? Is he injured?
He got hurt. Was he hurt during the Seattle game, or was he hurt the last game for the 49ers? I'm trying to remember.
Hold on. I'll just look it all up. Hold on. I mean, but here's the thing though. Even without, do y'all really think that Trent Williams is going to be the deciding factor for if we win or lose?
No.
No, he's not. But he does. That is the one spot where Brock Purdy. That's the one spot Brock Purdy don't have to worry about, because if Trent Williams is right there, he got that protection. That's one side he don't have to worry about.
Well, we ain't got a pass rush anyway, so we just got to blitz his ass up the middle.
True, that's true.
And it just said that he was questionable for today's game. I don't know if he played. I don't see any. I don't know. I just said he was questionable for today's game.
Well, he'll play next week.
JP, I don't see Brock Purdy throwing 3 picks again either. I don't. I mean, he could. I don't see it happening a second time with us.
Well, we just need 1 or 2. And
that's true. I mean, he's very vulnerable of doing that, but he's also very vulnerable of being on and throwing for 5 fucking touchdowns.
This is true.
So,
But to be optimistic, and I hate being optimistic, we haven't had a quarterback do that against us all season. Like, our defense is not as bad as we think it is.
No, it's not.
Really not. You know what I'm saying? So, and our defense has kept us in every single game that we've been in. So it will be a close game. It's just the other side has to take advantage of opportunities. That's always the question mark. Will they be able to take care of opportunities or even move the ball on their side of the field to let Fitzgerald at least put points on the board? Because if you ain't doing nothing with turnovers, I don't give a damn what the defense do. It's just a stat. It don't mean nothing. So we got to make them pay.
I mean,
I'm trying my best to be optimistic.
I know. I think it'll all start setting. I mean, for some people, this is already set in. We're a playoff team now. But I think if we make it past this first game and if we beat the 49ers, I think it's going to set in for a lot of people. You know, but here's the thing, this team, you guys have got to do, you've got to pull out every stop. Y'all have got to do things.
Yes, sir. I know where you going with that. I think so. I think if Carolina Panthers make the playoffs, they should ask Cam Newton to be the legend of the game, to do the keep pounding drum. I think the stadium would go crazy. I think the fans will love it. And I think they should reach out. If the Carolina Panthers make the playoffs, they should reach out to Cam Newton to be the legend of the game. I'm with you.
I agree, Cap.
I think
the last time we had legends come out there, you see what happened.
I think I may pee my pants. I'm not lying.
Oh,
Bro, that would. Can you imagine what that would do for the energy in that stadium?
The stadium would go crazy, man.
Imagine the end of the third quarter comes. You know, it's a close game. It's a 1-possession game. We may be down by 3. We may be down by 7. Whatever. Cam Newton comes out, bro. The entire fourth quarter, everybody in the stands will be on their feet.
Yes, for sure. I'm with you. I think they should. I definitely think they should reach out and see if he be the legend of the game, for sure. They should bring Cam. Okay, I just have to say this, and no disrespect to the fan base or to him. We gotta let go of this Cam Newton shit. We got to. A lot of the fan base is still holding on to him coming out there and what he's done for the organization. He's done tremendous thing for our organization and for the team. But for us to move on, I'm not saying that Cam don't need to come back. He need to be a part of the organization, yes. But the whole thing of the energy of Cam, that's just people lusting for what we used to have. And then you're gonna look at Cam doing all that, being dramatic. Our quarterback can't match that. That's not going to help Bryce. That's actually going to make Bryce look even smaller to me.
No, I don't think. Twan, shut your ass up, bloody. We're never letting him go.
See.
But here's my thing, guys. I partially agree with you, bloody. But here's my thing. They're not asking him to come back to play. They're asking him to come back to be a legend of the game, because, like it or not, he is a legend to this team.
He is.
I think also, and this is just putting it out there, if the organization would like to bridge this gap or this rift that has been put between Cam Newton and the organization, I think that would be a good step in the right direction to try and make him part of the overall culture of what this team is. Not the current team, but the actual franchise itself and what it's always meant. because Cam Newton was a massive part of that for the better part of almost 10 years. So, and he still is in a way, even though he's not there.
The ghost
I
of
think,
Cam Newton.
well, you can call it the ghost, but either way, there are a lot of Panther greats that we all still hold on to. You got Peppers, Luke Kuechly. I hope to God he goes in the Hall of Fame. You got Smitty, which that's a whole other conversation, but he's
I'm a
there.
D'Angelo Williams guy. I do like D'Angelo Williams.
D'Angelo Williams. There's still love Jay Stu.
I love D'Angelo
mean,
Williams.
I mean, you could. There's a
Josh
lot.
Norman,
Mhm.
John Beeson, Thomas Davis,
Ryan Khalil. I mean,
Ryan
keep
Khalil,
going. So I mean,
Mike
and there,
Minter.
yep, there are
Mhm.
guys. There are guys who have been honored.
Do we count
and
Greg
are-
Hardy?
Greg Hardy.
Because
I thought you were about
outside
to
of
say Greg
the
Olsen.
situation, but
I
on the field,
know. Yeah, right.
He was close to being. I'm just saying
Mhm.
close to what Pep was
Yeah,
for us.
Thomas Davis as well. Add Thomas, TD.
Mhm.
So I mean, there are a lot of guys that we all hold on to, and it's because they meant something to this organization. Cam Newton, by and large, means a lot to this organization, to the fans. And I think if the Panthers were to actually start to try to rebuild or bridge that gap again, this would be the opportunity I would take if I was David Tepper or anybody who had any say about trying to get Cam Newton to come out there and be the legend of the game and beat the keep pounding drum. That would be a fantastic way to do that.
Great point, Ms. Blair. Great point.
Yeah, and plus, on top of it off with all that, it will ease the tension of the animosity between him and David Tepper.
That's what I was saying.
You know,
But I would hope it was David Tepper.
Even though I don't believe that the animosity is there, but for the simple fact, I mean, it's there, but for the simple fact that ever since Tepper was here and he took out a lot of stuff, and one of the things that was taken out was a lot of Cam Newton's like pictures and stuff like that. And then when Cam Newton did bring up the fact that when he brought his son there, his son was like, "Hey, where's all your stuff at?" And it hit home for him. Which that also hit home for me is like, dang, you're basically trying to erase the one guy that brought everything that was Carolina everything. You were trying to erase him because you got this one kid here because you don't want the quarterback that we have now to feel, oh, he needs to step up in his shoes. It's like, oh, he wasn't trying to step up in his shoes. He was trying to be his own guy. And that's what Cam wanted Bryce to be his own guy, but make his own path to being great. Cam already had his time. He did what he had to do. Now it's time for Bryce Young to do that. Time for him to do that same thing. But
well,
you didn't have
to be determined.
You didn't have to take out every picture of Cam Newton there. Leave everybody else there, but take Cam Newton stuff out because you didn't want the kid to feel intimidated. Like, I mean, the kid played for Nick Saban. He played for Alabama. How more intimidating do you need it to be? He played for him. He played for one of the most fierce and intimidating coaches in college football, in my personal opinion, and probably one of the greatest college football coaches in my opinion with Nick Saban at Alabama. And he quote unquote survived. Come on now, like, come on. Like, I would love for Cam Newton to I would love for Cam to come back. I still remember when we re-signed him to come back, and that stadium, like me and Claire, we didn't go to that first game, but we went to the other home game where we played against Atlanta, and to see that stadium,
that's when we were right there at the tunnel, right?
We
that
were right
game
there at the tunnel, and
where they run out.
Like, I've been there before when Cam Newton came out, but seeing him walk out into the tunnel and you can just see the crowd go crazy because they see him on the screen. The man didn't step out on the field and the fans is already going crazy. The crowd is going fucking crazy. You see the smoke come out and everything. And the crowd, you can see it. You can hear it. You can feel it. Like, come on now. Like, this right here, how the fans are going right now.
Hold on.
As a member of the Panthers, seeing the culture shift and being a part of that, hits a little different. Man, what Carolina did for me to immortalize that 2015 team and other great players, bro, I played with every Panther great. I played with Steve Smith, Julius Peppers, Luke Kuechly, Thomas Davis, Jordan Gross, Brian Khalil, Charles Johnson, Captain Munderland, player Star Latulele, K'Wan Short, D'Angelo Williams, Christian McCaffrey, Jonathan Stewart, J.J. Jansen. My era of playing awarded me so much history that now looking at that video gives me goosebumps and chills because I was a part of when the stadium was empty. May not have been that empty. I was a part of when the stadium had more Washington Redskins jerseys, Pittsburgh Steelers jerseys, and Dallas Cowboy jerseys. Even when we wasn't even playing those teams, I took it offensive. I was like, man, ain't no way in the world. So to see where it's at now shows Bryce Young, shows David Tepper that if you win in Carolina, you have a city, a state, states, two states that will back you. And that's what's been so frustrating to see certain moves not flourish. But anything great takes time. And I'm pleased and proud to watch from afar in appreciation to seeing what could potentially be a playoff berth.
They make it to the playoffs. You gonna go to the game?
We'll have to see. We gonna see. So Atlanta, you did your job on Monday night. Do your job again on Sunday. Carolina, don't even leave it to Atlanta Falcons because we know something about them Atlanta Falcons. You can't trust them.
Birds get a little
Me being from Atlanta, I know a lot of ATLians. You can't trust them. They reliable, but you can't trust them. Let's go on and handle business. Take care of them Buccaneers. They done had their time. They came and gone. Cool. They was looking so shiny early in the year. Old Baker Mayfield was looking so good. Nah, that stopped them plummeting.
Come on, Bacon left your cake in there a little too long.
It's all right, brother.
You're cooking your grits.
Embrace, brother. Just be what you're supposed to be, just like you've been doing. If we can do that, oh Lord Jesus, it's gonna be. You can build on something. They ahead of schedule. You got a young coach. You got a young quarterback. You got a young team.
I agree with some of that.
He was pushing it a little bit.
He got passionate. I don't blame him.
He got passionate, bro.
I don't blame him.
Little delusion.
I don't know about delusion. He's passionate.
Come on now, Bloody. I mean, he talking from him being here.
He's talking from he's talking from experience.
He's very happy-go-lucky person. I get it.
He's just saying overall, man. Hey, you got your team building. You got now, but what else you got is you also got the support of the fans now.
That's the biggest thing.
See what you're building. That's the biggest thing. I remember when I was.
You cut out Pop.
Playing though.
Yeah, say it again, Shells. You broke up, bro.
Yeah, he was just, what I'm saying, he was just going down. He's like, hey, I remember when we were playing against teams and it was other fan base in there and we wasn't even playing that team. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's saying, hey, you building something, keep going. You know what I mean? That's all. Yeah, Yeah.
You're all right. I'm gonna take my emotions out of it. Y'all are correct.
Yeah, man. You don't need to take your emotions out of it. You can speak freely, but I get why you may think it's delusional, but at the same time, Cam came to this organization as a first overall pick to a team, as he has been quoted with saying before, maybe not, it wasn't taken very well when he said it, but we were a losing team. Mm-hmm. We were. And
had to get on his level. I remember.
Mm-hmm. And things, as it transpired, eventually we became a playoff team and ultimately we became a Super Bowl team. So, not a Super Bowl winning team, but a team, So I think what he is seeing, or what he is hoping that he is seeing, is a team that he used to play on go through the levels and layers that it went through with him, but with this next generation of players. And I think that is what he is trying and hoping to see.
Perfectly said, Ace.
Yeah. So that's not, the only part where I could see or maybe say it's delusional is, I think where you're looking at it, Bloody, could be just the players, certain players maybe. Is that what it is?
Yeah, because it's still questionable on the coach, and we already know
and the
about
quarterback
the other situation.
Yeah.
I didn't want to speak on it, but yes. So it's still some questionable things going in the right direction. As a
Well,
whole, I can
yes. As a whole, I agree that this team is trying, and this is where it's going to come down to how serious they are. You've now made the playoffs. You've kissed it. You haven't gone full. You haven't gone fully through it yet. We're going to see. We're about to see how far you can go, but you've at least kissed the playoffs now, and for the first time in a long time. First base. There you go.
B Chris B 397 3976. Sorry. He's on behalf of the Atlanta Falcons fan base. Congratulations, make the NFC South proud
in the playoffs.
Appreciate
we
that.
are going to try.
They putting the whole division on our shoulders. Oh God damn.
Yeah, they are. I mean, he's not the first. He's not the first Falcons fan that's been in here saying something similar.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he still loves this team. Absolutely. Cam Newton still loves this team. He still loves the city of Charlotte.
I mean, he still does organizational stuff for Charlotte. Even though he's not actively here, he still does stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm just changing gears real quick. Just one quick question. So that's what the owner is threatened by, his power, or I mean not power, but influence. I should use that word.
I think it's because it's kind of what you were alluding to earlier, Bloody. And this is and again, I'm going to preface this by saying it's not because I don't have an in with the organization. I don't know this, but I think what this boils down to is when David Tepper took over the face of the franchise, even though that era of the franchise was unfortunately coming to a close, was Cam Newton. And Cam Newton lingered. His presence even afterwards lingered. And we even brought him back under David Tepper. And it still lingered. I think it's the fact that he felt that this team was not willing to just let him be something remembered and not forgotten, and also let this team propel forward. It's kind of like what you were saying earlier, the ghost of Cam Newton. I think what David Tepper might have been intimidated by was the fact that there is that lingering ghost there, because Cam Newton is still, in my opinion, he is a presence. He is an experience. He is a lot of those things, especially with when he was on the field, he was those things. All of those things.
Experience.
There you go. But that's what it was. I mean, because he was true. He has told this story many, many times, and it is 1,000% true. At Panthers games, or whenever a team would play the Panthers, the most expensive seats were behind the goalposts. Why?
Because
why?
That's where all the kids were, man.
Because that's where you could go get a game ball from Cam Newton, because that's who he was. And so that is the embodiment of what he is. And because of who he was, what he did for Charlotte, how much he meant to Charlotte, I think David Tepper was trying to shift gears to make the entire, not just the offense, not just the QB position, but the entire organization shift away from Cam Newton being the spotlight, letting him be remembered but not forgotten. But that unfortunately has turned into something else that has been taken into a very negative connotation. And now you have this thing where Cam Newton is being almost forced to become a memory and not so much a legend. And that's the problem. And I think that is becoming the problem, if that makes sense.
Clear, if you ever write a story telling about the Panthers' history, you got your title of your book.
The Cam Newton experience.
Either that or the ghost of Cam Newton and
the ghost of Cam Newton.
And just how you eloquently elaborated that. Yeah, that was very well put.
Well, I just don't. I think it's also just frustrating because I don't know how anyone could want someone who has been a prominent figure for your young franchise. This franchise is still very young compared to others. And why you would want to take away something that was a good chunk of our history and a good part of our history and try to kind of sweep it under the rug, or at least maybe put it in the attic until it can be brought back again when you feel the time is right. To me, that's not cool. It's not cool.
No.
Because that's kind of how it feels. It kind of feels like you just kind of put everything in a box, put it up in the attic, and it's like, you know what? We'll reminisce about that a little bit later. We'll bring it down whenever we want to reflect on things. Nah, put that shit up. Put that shit up in the house. Put that, don't do that.
Yeah.
It's a time to be remembered. We went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Shit.
And
We no one's doing it to Jake Delhomme.
yeah, and plus and
They're
plus
not
also
doing it to him. So why are you doing it to Cam?
Yeah, and plus you also got to think about it like this. Yeah, we went to the Super Bowl, but what if we never go back?
Oh, Edge, that's so dramatic.
No. I'm being true. No, I'm being freaking true because Shannon Sharp said it best. You got one shot to win it. You got one shot to win it in your career. What if you go that one time and then for the rest of your career you never go back? Yeah, and
the rest of your career. I thought you were saying the franchise would never go back. I'm like, statistically speaking,
no, franchise always go back. But what I'm saying is this: like, what if that one time you go, you fall short, and then for the rest of your career, you know what that tastes like, but you never get that taste again. You never get the opportunity again, and then all of a sudden you get traded, and then you're almost there again, and you never get to go back. And for that one time, you wish that you could have done something to get that taste, to get that feeling once again, because now you know how it felt to have the confetti fall, but it wasn't you. You see the other team on that stage, and it's not you. You see those guys hoist that trophy up, and it's not you. And now you get to sit there. You can tell yourself, "I will be back here again," but you never get the opportunity to go back there again. And now you're stuck living with that for the rest of your career until you retire. And even if you get to the Hall of Fame, you get to now be surrounded by guys in gold jackets just like you, but they got they got something that you don't have. You know, you can't sit in that specialized that little circle of guys who got rings. And you're sitting there, yeah, you got the gold jacket on, yeah, you got all that. I'm cool with it. Oh yeah, I got that, you know. But then you got that one guy who comes in, you're like, hey man, how you doing? And you see that big ass ring right there, you like, motherfucker. Yeah, we got a gold jacket and all, but now you got that, and you got that ring, and I don't, and it's a bitter pill to swallow. It is a bitter pill to swallow. So and doing that hurts, and that's just like with David Tepper. I mean, you can't erase the ghosts, man. Like, you can try whatever you want. You can't erase that. You can't. Instead of letting it sit and let it be remembered, you try to take it away. Don't try to take it
yeah,
away.
don't purge it.
Yeah, don't purge it. And
there's no point.
I'm sitting listening. Why it seem like I'm listening to an episode of the movie Any Given Sunday when Robert De Niro was talking to Jamie Foxx about a room full of ghosts.
Because it's fucking, bro, what Robert De Niro said to Jamie Foxx in that movie is freaking true. It's true. You got one shot to do it. You literally got one shot. And if you don't make it, you'll probably never go back there again. And it's gonna suck.
That's true.
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
Yeah, but only that same effect was on crackheads. You know, they hit it one time and then never hit it again. It was like, man.
Oh my popping.
Yeah, I don't want to go down too deep into, you know what I'm saying. I totally agree with Claire. I think that what David Tepper is not understanding is that we're not the Steelers. So Ben Roethlisberger was there for forever. They've had guys there forever. Just we held close to our hearts. So you just can't just up and get him out of here immediately and think that the Panther fans ain't gonna be like, hey, we still want to see him, or we still want him around because he set the bar, he set the standard, he started it. Yeah. He started a brand new culture change in here, which actually is crazy that we don't see anybody giving away footballs in the end zone anymore. That should be something that we do. It should be carried over. But hey, maybe people don't want to feel like they're stealing what Cam did, but I think it's something that he started that should still be done.
What's the old saying? What's the old saying? Pop and imitation is the greatest form of flattery.
Flattering, yeah.
So, I mean,
he didn't get fined for doing that.
No.
I think he got something against him.
Because you have to switch those balls out. Well, the football.
But he kept doing it. And the reason why he said he kept doing it was because he wanted to give that one kid that one shot to, like, hey, this is football. Like, he did it for the kids. And the reason why he said he did it for them is because he wanted to give some kid a good like if they're having a bad
A good
day,
experience or or just be an inspiration, like remembering that
be an inspiration,
moment.
like if a kid's having a bad day and all of a sudden he goes to a Panthers game and then he excited to see the game and everything, but then all of a sudden he gets a football from Cam Newton and it's like his hope for football has came back and now he's like what Cam did for me, I want to return it back. Now I want to go ahead and play football again. I want to do this, I want to do that when it comes to football, and it's because of what Cam Newton did for him. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's part of that old saying. It's called paying it forward.
Yeah, pay it.
That's what it paying it forward.
Paying it forward, and that's why that's why he does it. And I'm pretty sure there's gonna be that one kid that's gonna be in the NFL. He's like, oh, the reason why I play football is because of Cam Newton. Man, I was here. Cam Newton gave me a football when I was 10, 11 years old, and he gave me a football, and he gave me the love back for football. Now this is why I'm doing it, because of him. And if he can get one kid to say that, one kid to do that in the NFL, then Cam Newton done his job. Cam Newton did, he did his job. That's it. That's all it was.
Very inspirational words today.
Yeah.
Very inspirational word. And Air Raid, he said Bryce is too short to reach the kids to give him the ball. I swear to God.
Well, I mean, yes, this is. It won't look as impressive because it's like he's about my height. Dad, he's so small compared to Cam, who's like a mountain.
He's like 6'5", 6'6".
Damn, this motherfucker is huge. He a quarterback. So yeah.
I was like, what were you saying, Poppin? You asked.
Nothing. I want to say this. That I was like, well, what on that comment, we might need to get on out of here. Working, you gonna have us talking. That we trying to stay positive.
Listen, okay, my fault if I changed gears. My fault. I did not mean to change gears.
Well, to me, it wasn't. We weren't coming away from the positive. I mean, we were talking inspirationally as best. About Cam. And that he is still, regardless of how he exited the franchise, he's still a very big part of our history that is positive. So
got some money out there. Hit that music, Maestro.
Maestro. There it is.
Man, so we got Theo on here with the
oh Lord.
Oh my God. Here we go.
Around and saying that Fisher Bryce is 14 and 32 as starter while
Leo, so please.
It's Leo.
Leo, so please stop.
Oh my God.
He is.
He'll go stay on right now.
Appreciate that donation.
No, I'm sorry. The Fisher Bryce, that's funny as shit though.
You gotta look at it like this.
Oh my God.
He called him Fisher Bryce. Shit.
That's a new one.
Over here calling Bryce Young a toddler. God, fuck. He's calling Bryce Young a toddler. He's essentially calling Bryce Young a toddler. Lord shit. Oh my God. That's actually funny.
Okay.
It does fit perfectly.
It hurts us fans for Tepper to try and erase Cam. He was our Brady. What a time to be alive. Yeah, that is an interesting. That is an interesting, thought. Just because there are going to be young Carolina Panthers fans that did not get that experience. That was Cam Newton when he was here. There's a lot of like new and young fans that are not going to get that. And what we hope to do is bring something like that back. Is it going to be via Bryce Young? I don't know, y'all. That's where it's going to start going in Fisher Bryce. He called him a toddler. He called him a toddler. Jesus. Play the song "Dominate the." It's not copywritten.
Mm-hmm.
I don't whoever. I don't know. I'm just reading off He said greatest Panthers anthem ever.
I don't know what.
I'm just reading off what's in the comments. I'm just like ignore me. But yeah, we've been going for I mean now over 2 hours, almost 2.5 hours. Any last words for everybody? Bloody, we'll go with you since you're our last remaining guest on here.
That's remaining guest.
Well, we had a few others, but go ahead.
Well, true. I forgot. Well, first off, 704 fam, I appreciate y'all for allowing me to come up here and say my piece, whether me being optimistic or very grumpy young man, as Red calls me.
Grumpy.
Shout out to, the chat, because, the chat, y'all help make this show, great as well. Twan, shout out to you too, brother. Get well as well. Evil Twin, I seen you in the chat, and, we in the playoffs. Keep pounding. And that's it.
All right. Ed, you want to go ahead and give your shout outs or?
Yeah. Hey, look. Hey, for all you guys, hey, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. All right. That helps us with the algorithm. I know we say it all the time, but it does help us out. It does help push our content out there a lot, So tell a friend, tell a family member, man, just tell us about us, man. And hey, look, if they don't know, if they've been sleeping on the rock, hey, we in the playoffs right now. So we have to do what we got to do to win. We have to, man. It's gonna be a home playoff. Panthers. Hey, look, we here. We got to show up or show out, and if we don't, a long off season. I want to get back. I want to get back to the Super Bowl just as much as the other fans do, and I'm pretty sure you guys want to too. So, let's get it. Let's get it, man. Keep pounding.
I'll say, Kitty, good show. Like, share, subscribe. Much love to all the 704 members. Poppin', last words or anything you want to say? Shout out to?
Yeah, man. And look, man, celebrate your wins, man. Learn from your failures. We're in the playoffs. Make sure y'all put in a prayer tonight for Twan dealing with severe diarrhea. We love y'all. We out. Keep pounding, bitch.
Yeah, let's get out of here, y'all. Keep pounding.
Right.
Right.